Yo, 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 yo. What's really good, University of Miami Hurricane football fans? Your boy Alonzo 1219, aka Harlem Hurricanes, back in the building with Uncle Lou from the ULJ, represent the Kings World Order. What's going on, family?
What's going on, family?
All right, we
And
got Billy. What's good, Billy? Got Billy in the chat early. Billy Wilson, what's going
see,
on, Billy?
see
Bill in the
Billy in the
chat.
chat.
Ernesto, what's going on? John Hancock, what's good with you? What's going on? Lenoris, what's good with you? Cane Juice, what's good with you? We gonna get this shit started quick, like man. I was a lot of people. I said I didn't have no high expectations for this game at all. I didn't have any high expectations of this game at all. But I was most definitely impressed. I was impressed, like, and the reason why I was so impressed is because I don't think we looked like this in any game last year.
No,
I mean, both sides of the football, offense, defense sides of the football. Shannon Dawson, like, I, a lot of people's like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this air raid because I don't know how they're going to be able to run the ball with the air raid and this and that. And I was just like, don't listen to me. The air raid offense can run the football, and all four of our backs went off yesterday, man. Um, it was it was an amazing sight to see. And the defense coordinator name again,
Shannon
I
Dawson.
mean defense DC. I
Oh,
can't pronounce.
Lance Guidry.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce his last name. Lance Guidry. The exotic blitzes, the blitzing on time. Me and LJ watching the game together, and I was telling him, I was like, he backing out of this one. He backing out of this one. You can tell he's going to back out of it. You can see it, but I just like the way I like the way he dialed up his blitzes, the D line, and a surprise to me is the transfer's brother. I mean, the number one recruit, offensive line, his brother, the Hawaiian dude.
Francis Magor.
Magoa. Um, he has a motor, bro. That dude has a motor.
To my
He,
Kiko.
yeah,
Kiko. Yeah.
yeah. He has a motor out of this world. I was impressed with everything that I saw last night. I think the assistant coaches definitely did their job getting these kids together. Um, not let them think that this game is too small, because a lot of times we'll come out in these type games and think the game is too small. They don't need to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, and they play lackluster. The only thing that was bad about the offense was the second quarter, but it can't be perfect. It can't be perfect, but it was a really good showing. Want to see him work on the want to see him work on the want to see him work on the red zone a little bit better. Want to see him getting the red zone and working the red zone a little bit better. But besides that, man, I've definitely, man, it was definitely a crazy, crazy, crazy good experience to watch last night, man. And let me get to this $20 donation from A Boogie. A Boogie with the first donation of the year. $20 from Ariel. First week. Well, my bad. 1 week at a team. 1 week at a time. Team has
Fundamentals.
fundamentals. Bring on in the team looked great. The team looked great. I mean, I really don't have a lot to complain about. I didn't see a lot of missed assignments. You're gonna see some. I seen some. Now, who was that who got the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty? I would probably bench him for the first game, for the first quarter of next game.
Was it?
That
It was an offensive lineman.
No, it was defense. It was defensive. It was a defensive. I think it was defensive back or linebacker, arguing with the referee on a third down play, which, you know what I'm saying, they would have been off the field, and they ended up getting the ball back, 15-yard penalty. I can't remember his name. I was gonna write his name now, but I didn't write. But
What number he was?
everybody saying LT.
Yeah. See, that's Leonard Taylor.
Yeah,
That's
Leonard.
I wouldn't bench him at all.
I would bench him for that.
I wouldn't bench
Like,
him.
no, I would bench him. I'm telling you why I would bench him for that. This is why. I'm not saying for the whole game, but for the first half of that game, I'm gonna tell you why. Because That was a play that got us off the field. He was nowhere near the play. He was nowhere near the play. It was 3rd and 35,000. He runs up to the referee, gets in his face because they didn't call the holding penalty on the offensive lineman. No, now you extend the drive. Those are things that when you start doing those things and you get a you and you get and you allowed to get away with those things trickle down. You have to nip that in the bud early. That was if that was a game that was close or something like that. Anything we get dumb penalties like this all the time. That was a dumb penalty. Like if you want to say you're being held, then go tell your coach, "Hey, I'm being held." But don't run up in the referee's face because they threw a 15-yard penalty that quick and it went from third and it went about to be 4th and 40 to a first down.
I get what you're saying or whatever like that, but
No.
player of that magnitude, you know what I'm saying?
It don't matter. You can't put one player above the team.
I know I ain't putting them above the team, but I'm just saying like traditional Miami, we get penalties or whatever.
But that's a dumb penalty. I understand certain penalties.
We got the traditional Miami, we get dumb penalties.
But that one right there, I'm gonna eliminate that.
I think like LT from what he's shown on the field and he's playing, he hasn't gave any problems. This is one incident. You know, sometimes the heat of the moment gets to you, whatever. I saw the play particularly, and I just felt like he ran up aggressive, and the referee was just like, "Oh, this big dude running up on me, I'm just throw a flag."
But they do that. My thing is, I'm not saying I will bitch you for the first game, but I mean for the next game, that first quarter he'll sit down.
I wasn't sitting for no quarters.
I mean, I understand that, but I'll sit him down. It has to be some type of. I have to show some type of punishment for doing that because that could be in a game where we're about to close out a game and win the game, and he do some stupid shit like that.
That's true. But I vouch for LT though. LT is.
I understand.
He can't miss no time, nowhere.
No, if he can't miss no time, he can't be stupid.
He could be as long as he ain't stupid off the field.
No, you can't. You can't be stupid because if you're stupid on the field, they can get you suspended for games, man.
I mean, like, he ain't get suspended yet. He got a flag thrown on him. It's just a little flag.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna clean it up quick.
If I get another one, I still ain't bothering with Leonard Taylor. Now, if you go to hanging out and doing all that,
so you would bother with another player that do the same thing, but not Leonard Taylor.
It's different strokes for different folks.
Nah, we can't.
They're not the same caliber player. Just like Hakeem Mesidor didn't crack this damn near the spring and the summer. He still got to start a spot.
He was hurt. He was hurt. He didn't do that.
In football, we know it's a totem pole thing or whatever like that. I'm not gonna bother my best players over something like that. So.
I would. I'm gonna set an example. Because my best player needs to set the example.
He's not sitting there for nothing unless it's something serious though. Not for that.
Well, we're gonna agree. We're gonna agree. I'll sit him down. You got like I'm like suspended for a game.
But I'm saying we playing against A&M next week. I ain't playing with A&M. They finna get all of this. Now, if he was failing the class, okay, we can sit him. But nah. 15-yard bum referee. I really want to argue that the referee just, these referees, like I ain't taking the referee side.
It's not about taking the referee side. It's just about showing that I need my team to be disciplined because I know the referee's not going to have our side.
They not. But that's
because I did see a lot of holding penalties last night too. What's your takeaways from the game?
My takeaways from the game is I love what Shannon Dawson established. I love what he established as far as like formations. I like how he ran a spread. He came out in a spread, but it was like an extra wide spread where he put the defense in a situation where he pulled them away from that box, and it was like our 7 against your 7, and he ran the ball down their throat or whatever like that. I liked that. You know what I'm saying? I saw throughout the game he wasn't as aggressive, but I understand this is a game that we're playing. This is a game of chess. This ain't. We can't just give up. We just can't give up our whole scheme in this 1 week with mess around with Miami of Ohio. But I for the most part, our offensive line blocked. I was very impressed with our size and girth as opposed to Miami of Ohio. We definitely looked the part. We definitely looked like a team that's a top 10. We looked like a top 15 team as far as the look, the size, and girth. So I was very impressed with that and the strength of the offensive line. We was actually moving people. We was actually showing athleticism where I saw Matt Lee pulling. I saw guards pulling, and this is like new. And they was actually getting on their blocks and their assignments. And with our 29-year-old tight end, people laugh at it or whatever, but like he's like a whole extra offensive lineman out there. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of those plays that Mark Fletcher broke, it was just like, did you see the blocking on them plays?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at the blocking. You know?
So the blocking, running and pass blocking was tremendous, man. And like I said, people thought that you can't run out of this style offense. And I'm sitting there like, I don't understand why it opens it up. You don't have people all in the box, man, and that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Damn, Alonzo, only 29 in the chat." Listen, bro, I told y'all I'm on what you call a shadow ban. I'm on what you call a shadow ban with YouTube right now. So the only way people get my streams is if you have to turn your notifications off, turn them back on, and it's a few other things. But I'm on what you call a shadow ban with YouTube right now, where they don't share my streams when I go live, or they don't share my videos. So it is very hard, or they'll share them once I'm on for about 45 minutes. They'll start sharing them a little bit. So right now with this shadow ban with YouTube with me, it is really hard for me to the more videos I do, the more they'll start lifting it. But YouTube, you can go look it up. It's a real thing. A lot of YouTubers suffer from this when you break YouTube guidelines, whatever their guidelines are, they start not putting your videos out, putting your streams out. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is.
And we also got to realize that everybody's playing. Well, everybody's preparing for their team to play right now. So everybody is live watching the Colorado TCU game. You know.
You say you can't see the stream? I can see the stream. I'm in it right now on my phone, Boogie. I can see it.
Yeah, it's on there. I'm watching it too.
But like I say, more people hit the like button. More people sharing stuff like that and stay in. It'll pop up. We'll get back to business, man. I'm not concerned about it. I'm not concerned about it. I am enjoying the game and enjoying the moment. You know what I'm saying? Defense side of the ball, man, they were fast. Your little cousin got the hardest hit of the night.
Oh yeah,
Cam, that was a beautiful shoulder tackle.
Yeah, man. He came. He was in the box. He was in the box a whole lot, and he was in the box a whole lot, and I ain't really like it. Hold on. Give me a second, bro. I'm live. He was in the box a whole lot, and I ain't really like it because I want to see him more at free. You know what I'm saying? I feel like James should have been in the box more than Cam, and I don't know how the roll up, roll down situation is with the defense or whatever, but I want to see. I don't care if Cam's on this side and there's a roll up, roll down. I want to still see James down, preferably, and I'd rather see Cam back playing deep. Because I know James is long and everything or whatever, but last year, what did we see? We saw Cam Kitchens making plays deep. I don't want to see James Williams back there playing deep.
It might have been just for this game because Miami of Ohio is more of a running school than a passing school. It might have just been.
Who did we have, like, what we worry about, like, putting Cam in the box? Like, I figured we would put the bigger player in the box.
Yeah, I mean, I know he slid down a lot. I know he did slide down a lot. He did read and react to a lot of plays. So maybe, I don't know if he was always in the box. Maybe he was just quick enough to get there.
Yeah.
Because he did slide down. He did slide down a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched him make as many tackles in the box as I watched him make an open field. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't throwing. They couldn't throw the ball. The defensive line was too fast and too good, and they couldn't throw the ball on. Yeah, TVD he floated that.
Yeah, he floated that.
They baited that. And one thing that we have to realize about Miami of Ohio is, like I say, they brought back non-starters from last year. So they brought back non-starters from last year. That defensive back that did interception, he is going to the draft. That safety that made the interception, he is going to the NFL. He's definitely going to the draft. He already got a combine invite.
Talk about the one who made that play. I mean, yeah. I want to see TVD drive that ball in there. Like,
but he couldn't. I don't think he couldn't have drove it in because he was trying to throw.
He could have.
He couldn't have. Let me explain it. Let me explain. He was trying. You had a safety. The safety under the one who picked the ball off. The safety that picked the ball off. He was under. And you had another safety under. He tried to float it over. If he would have threw a rocket, it definitely would have been an interception. I just think he threw it to the wrong spot, to the wrong person, because it wasn't open. He baited him. It wasn't an open window, and he thought it was an open window because he thought the safety was playing. He thought the safety was playing down, and he wasn't. I mean, the guy had 10 interceptions last year. Sometimes you got to give credit to the other player. You don't have, but you sometimes you have to give credit to the player who makes a play.
Ball by TVD.
It was definitely a bad ball, but he wouldn't have completed that ball if he drilled it. No, he would not. He would not have. I don't believe he would have.
I've seen college quarterbacks and pro quarterbacks who not throw.
He would not have drilled. It was nowhere for that ball to go.
Oh, yes, it was though.
Where? Well, it wasn't. We'll agree to disagree.
I'm not giving you passes.
He had a good game. Time out. You're not gonna give no pass, but you're gonna give a pass on Leonard Taylor. We're not gonna do that.
I'm giving a pass on Leonard Taylor because
I'm not giving, and I'm giving a pass, and I'm gonna give a pass on TVD.
How many times did they have? How many rushes did they have?
Huh?
The one running back had 30.
And how many interceptions did TVD have? And how many great passes did he throw?
One.
Yeah, he had great passes. He had great passes. He completed the ball.
Oh, no, I'm talking about interception. He had one interception.
But he had great passes. I don't think that one would have been. I think he threw it to the wrong spot. He threw it to the wrong person.
No picks.
I think he threw it to the wrong, and I think what's name shouldn't have got no unsportsmanlike conduct.
He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have. That was he lofted the throw instead of
because if he was trying to put it on a dime, it definitely would have been picked off because the guy was right there. He was there.
First of all, he shouldn't even went to that.
He should have went to that side. That's what I'm saying.
He should have went to the other side.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Other quarterbacks that I know could make that pass.
Yeah, he should have went to the other side. I don't know quarterbacks that would have made that throw.
Yeah.
Not that one. TVD can make every throw, man. That guy can make every throw, man. Love my head, he can make every throw.
Most of the throws. I haven't seen him make all of the throws just consistently like that. For me to be just, I'm still waiting on him to make all of the throws like.
I've seen him make them, and I've seen him also mess up. But he just like Lance Dawson said too, it's unfair to this kid. He's had 3 different offensive coordinators in his 3 years at Miami.
That is true. You know, that's very.
I think he threw the ball to the wrong spot. He should have threw it somewhere else. He tried to force that. He tried to force that ball.
I think it was late, and I think it was the wrong type of throw. Yeah. When he was late, but I think
that guy who did it had 9 interceptions last year. So he is a ball, and he is going to the NFL. He is going to the NFL. That guy's he's
we'll
good.
See.
He's good.
We'll see.
A lot of guys from teams like from Miami, Ohio, and teams like they go to the NFL. A lot of guys go to the NFL and start.
Yeah, our guy's going to start. I don't know about that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still looking at him.
People didn't think DJ was going to go all-star.
You're right. I'm looking at DB coach, Miami DB coach. You know, I'm side-eyeing you. Don't try to take credit for DJ either.
Yep.
Try to take credit for DJ.
Everybody taking credit for DJ right now. Everybody on there taking credit. Congratulations, DJ. I knew you could do it. Shut up. You talking about? I knew you could do it, DJ. But no, what do you think about the running back position last night?
I said from the beginning, man, it's gonna be running back by committee, man. I like what I saw. We use 4 running backs. It ain't just about one. But I will say this. I did say this also. I said about a third or fourth game, we're gonna have our number one guy. And I think I know who it is, and I think we all know who it is.
I don't know who it is no more.
You don't know who it is.
I thought it was gonna be Parrish. And listen to me, 22 came in and showed out.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I thought it was going. But listen, but after he made that big run, Parrish came in and made a bigger run. I'm just listen. It was yeah, but who had the most yards?
22.
Oh, I think 28 had the most yards. I think 20. I think Weston had Parrish.
Parrish did have the most yards.
You got to pull it up for me. I don't know.
I already did. I got it right here.
What was it?
Yes, that boy had 79 rush yards.
How many? Parrish had like 35 on one run.
Parrish had 64 rush yards.
I don't know. I gotta pull it up.
Parrish had 64 rush yards.
What was the average? Pull it. I don't know. Let me see.
The average is Parrish. No, actually no. Parrish had 9 for 90.
So here,
9 for 90. That boy had 9 for 76.
Okay, 9 for 90 is a bigger average, right?
Yeah, Allen had 9 for 47.
That's what I was saying. That's why I said I knew Parrish had more yards.
And Chaney had 8 for 38.
Chaney, to be honest with you, Chaney was the worst out of the bunch. People want it's like he got tackled on the first every time they got a hand on him, and I don't know. Listen, I'm just saying if we're going by, we're just going by that game right there. Chaney wouldn't be in that top spot going by that game last night. Not going by the game last night. It just can't. They say you got a 9 for 90. You had another guy had 9 for 76, and then Chaney had what was his?
Chaney had 8 for 38.
And you had both of them other two guys break the 38 and the 35. You know what I'm saying? If you just going by last night, Chaney is not. Chaney had the best run. No, he did not have the best.
He did have the best run.
What run?
That touchdown run. He broke all them tackles. That was the best run. That boy it was like he wasn't gonna get denied.
Okay.
In the end zone. That was the best run of the night.
Okay.
But I would say a lot of them other runs was offensive line generated runs, but
it's also vision though.
It's vision too.
It's also vision because there was a lot of cutbacks. Like it was holes that wasn't there that they had to bounce to the outside. Both of those long runs, the holes weren't there.
The only two running backs that can make that move happen, like that can stop on a dime and make that happen, is 21 Parrish can make that happen because he's got enough wiggle and agility enough to do that, and AJ Allen. They both did it. But that true freshman, man, hey man, he puts pressure on everybody.
I am happy with the running back problem because every last one of those running backs can start somewhere else.
Yeah,
I'm happy with this problem, and I don't have a favorite running back. I'm
leaning towards. You already know who I'm leaning towards, but I'm like, I wouldn't be mad if he was the bell cow and then you sprinkled in Parrish and 28 AJ Allen and Chaney. Chaney looks like a game finishing running back. Like when we close game, when we want to hand that bitch off and we want to get 3 yards, 4 yards to carry. Chaney like that.
JP. I guarantee you, Miami of Ohio coaches did not look on the field and say, "Okay, here comes Chaney. Let's stack the box now."
I think he mean
they stacked the box against all of them. Listen, all of them got listen. They all got the same type of defensive coverage. They ran the same scheme. They did not just say, "Okay, here comes Chaney. Chaney's on the field. We about to stack the box."
I think because they was getting gashed all game. It was just like Nah, we finna stack the box
Yeah.
because it's too much right now.
Yeah, they not see it. It's like you see Rocky come out like when you see Bill what's his name for the Celtics come out the tunnel. Willis Reed with the Knicks come out the tunnel. They say, "Oh shit!" They want to say no disrespect to Chaney, but they wasn't saying that with none of our running backs. They just could not stop our running back. They could not, and the reason why they couldn't stop our running back is because two things. Two things. I'll drop it in a second. Two things is why they couldn't stop our running game. That spread opens up the field. It actually backs the linebackers up, man. It backs them up. And now you can't run a 3 linebacker set. You got to run a 2. You can't run 3 linebackers against the air raid. You got 4 wide receivers out there, bro.
Yeah.
You can't run 3. You can't run 3 linebackers out there. You know what I'm saying with that. So and to be honest with you, running backs have more vision. They can see more. You can see you further back because the quarterback further back. So now you really can see more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of those cutback lanes were there because they saw you was able to see it. It wasn't they didn't crash. They didn't crash. Now don't get me wrong. Against different football teams and different programs like A&M coming up, it's not going to be as easy. Yeah. But if we have the most talent, you know what I'm saying, we should win most of the games that we playing with the most talent with this type of offense and defensive scheme because the blitz scheme is crazy, the aggression is crazy, the offensive scheme is I have no complaints. This is not a game last year that I can say I had no complaints about. And I had complaints about some of the plays that might have been called or whatever, but that's going to be every single game. Mm-hmm. It's going to be every game where you're going to leave a play on the field or something like that.
We still ain't scratched the surface or whatever, but I like the screens that we ran with the receivers. Like it was with four going to be a problem this year for a lot of DBs. Like it's a big boy. And he looked faster and stronger. So, Citizen going to have to wait his turn. I just say he's going to have to wait his turn. Like, I mean, he could get in the mix too. I mean, he could get in the mix too. But, I mean, we ain't hurting right now. I'll just say that. We're not hurting.
Definitely not hurting that.
We're not hurting.
And I don't know. The one thing the one thing that will bother me though, and it is gonna bother me a little bit, is I didn't see much tight end usage last night, and I said that was gonna happen. I don't think Miami's gonna recruit tight ends like that with this type of offense. It's not a tight end friendly. It's not a tight end friendly offense. There's not. I don't see us. I don't see a number. What's up, man? I don't see a recruit, a number 1 recruit tight end coming to play for this offense. It's not a traditional style offense for tight ends. It's never been.
I mean, I just say wait on it a little bit. I just say give it a second.
I'm just looking at the offensive scheme. The scheme has never been. The air raid scheme has never been for tight ends.
I think we saw about 40% of the offense yesterday. Like I think we saw about 40%. It's gonna be that was the run aspect of it or whatever. But I really feel like we're gonna use Jaleel Skinner. We're gonna line him up in the slot. We're gonna line up. I think we're gonna line the tight end up a lot of different places. I just think for this particular game, that's what they went with. But I don't think that we're gonna come out in the same. I don't think it's gonna be the same for A&M this week. This next week.
I cannot hear JP. I can't. JP. It sounds like you 32 miles away from your phone.
You can hear me right now?
You must be on an iPhone 4.
You can hear me right now?
I can hear you a little better.
Now let me explain what I was saying about the Chaney thing. Right. I think Chaney just had there was a few times he had some bad luck about when his rotation was coming up. Because there was some of them plays when he got in. They was already key, they was already keying on a certain play that they knew what was coming. Yeah. So there's a few times Chaney just ran into there's nothing he could do.
He just as soon as he get the ball, the defensive line be in the backfield. They were with Chaney in the game, and I think after we gashed him so many times, he got in for like he said on some of the rotations where the D line already had that keyed in.
Well, you got to say that. Then you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? They stacked the ball.
What I was saying before, I just was saying that.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. that assessment of it. I can agree with that assessment of it.
Like that, so I get your attention.
Stack the box when Cheney got what?
But yeah, I don't think we coming out with the same. I think it's gonna be a slightly different against Texas A&M. I think you're gonna see more tight end because even at the end of the game, they put the freshman in. They put the freshman crew in. It was a freshman number 88. I think that's Emory Jones. I think Emory Jones. I think number 88.
Emory Williams.
The tight end.
Oh,
tight end. He caught like 2 passes at the end of the game.
Freshman tight end.
Freshman tight end. Because we brought in 2 freshman tight ends, 85 and 88. One name is Jackson Carver, and I think the other one name is Emory Jones, if I'm not mistaken.
Kobe Young, your favorite player on the team? We built that brand over here last year. Actually, LG started that brand. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't never pronounce his name.
Arroyo, they kind of holding out Arroyo.
Yeah, they held out Arroyo too. That's another reason why you didn't see like a lot of tight end like usage. Like Arroyo is really our guy. I told y'all Cam McCormick is going to be there as like an extra offensive lineman. He can catch the ball. He can go out for routes, but we don't have Cam McCormick on our team to catch the ball. We got him on there for quarterback security. Riley Williams, that's his name. Riley Williams scored a couple passes last night. He is of that covenant of tight ends that you're talking about. So he's the next in line after Arroyo and Skinner. Is Riley Williams is next in line.
Yeah, and believe me, I would love to be wrong about the tight end's future at Miami. I would love to be wrong about it. I love this offense so much, though. To be honest with you, I love this style of offense so much, man. If that was the case, I would be upset. But I want to win ball games. But I'm tight ends are bigger and more athletic now. They are fat. They're not the tight ends of old. They are bigger. They're more the Shannon. They're more built in that Shannon Sharp mold now. That you can spread them out and do these things But those are the tight ends that they're gonna have to go for. They're gonna be like you're definitely gonna have to. And my whole thing is with people in tight ends is what get me so upset with a lot of times with people in tight ends is they want tight end is the only position on the field. It's really the only position on the field where you want them to be perfect at every aspect of their game. They have to be the perfect blocker, or they have to be the perfect receiver. Then they got to be the perfect route runner. You got to have the softest hands. That is probably the toughest position right now to play in football is because, he's not a blocking. So he can't block well, but he can catch well. You're not going to do everything great, bro. You're not going to do everything. We don't ask running backs to block. We ask them to pick up a blitz. We don't ask them to block. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to pick and choose. What type of tight end do you want? Do you want a receiving tight end, or do you want a pass blocking a run blocking tight end? What kind of tight end do you want? If you get a receiving tight end and he's not a great run blocker, do me a favor, shut up. Don't complain about his run blocking because that's not what we recruited him for. We recruited for his hands and athleticism.
Well, Riley is both. Riley is both. Jackson Carver is more of a blocking tight end because he came from an academy school where they ran the ball a lot.
Yeah.
So he's a blocking tight end for sure. But they possess talents where they can't catch the ball, but we preferably got them for blocking because they're really good anchors. They know how to anchor and set the edge for our run game. Yeah. So, like Isaiah Arroyo, I think he does both very well. I think he can set the edge, and I think he runs routes good too.
But it's very rare to find that type of tight end though.
Yeah, it is.
It's very rare to find a tight end that does. You can find both. You can find one that do run block pretty good, but pass catch great. But it's very rare. It's tiring to be able to block and run like that.
Jaleel Skinner can't block to save his life. Like, I ain't gonna say block save his life. I'm just saying his body ain't taken to the weight room yet. He's been in there for a full year now. He's still super skinny for his position. He gives me David Njoku vibes, but he just ain't.
But Njoku couldn't block.
But it took. Do you see how long it took Njoku to block? Well, it took him about 2 years to get it down.
He couldn't block, and he could halfway block when he left.
he was a skinny skeleton for a long
He-
time, for
he-
a couple years now. That's what
He
Jaleel
could-
Sayre is. He's a skinny
And but see,
skeleton.
what's name can't block neither that well. Though. Arroyo's not no great blocker.
He do both really well.
He'll chip you. He can chip you.
Arroyo decent.
Arroyo
He decent. He decent. He decent. He can chip you.
He blocked
But he-
better than Will Mallory.
Oh yeah, he does. He does block better. Hey, listen. If I had my me in this offense though, you're probably gonna be asked more to catch than block.
But
I'm actually kind of worried they're gonna. I'm kind of worried they might bring Arroyo in, like because next week is what A&M, right?
Yeah.
So, and I already know Arroyo want to play, but the way coach sounded like they might have to protect him from himself.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Good win.
That was a good. Hey, Derek, I'm gonna put it in for you to come. I'm gonna put that stream key in. Derek, last one I'm putting in today. I'm going to phone numbers one day this week, one day this month. Well, I won't be bringing everybody in. I'm gonna start doing phone numbers, taking phone calls. But
So,
hey, Derek, I'll put it in for let you in because I was supposed to let you in last week and I didn't, so I'll put it in for you. What's going on, Aaron?
what's going on with the Canes fan, man? Everybody good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm great.
Good, man. This is just a couple things or whatever that we just want to, I know defensively is a couple things that I saw. And like I said,
Bro, look. There's one thing I wanted to see last night. It's the only reason I feel good about watching last night. It's not even about their opponent. And I was texting.
Oh my bad. I don't mean to say, damn, John Paul, you look like Bud Crawford, bro. I got Bud in my chat, man. Like I got Bud in my chat, man. What Bud at? Bud! Hey, ain't my bad. Anybody want to bet me on a rematch since everybody talked shit about Bud and said Bud wasn't going to beat? He wasn't going to beat Earl Spence. Everybody talked shit when I was talking about that fight.
They're rematching, y'all.
Anybody want to bet me on a rematch now?
No.
Anybody got anything to say now? Anything to say about Bud? All right, go ahead, Eric.
That boy looked like the 90s Cornhuskers.
That's a bad boy. But
yeah, he mean. Nah, fam. All I was going to say is, everybody, we'll all know what they are as they go through the heart of the season. But the only thing, remember I was texting you yesterday, the one thing that I wanted to see that I was like, yo, this is the one thing that I want to make sure they have was simple fundamentals, dog. Just simple shit. They were tackling where they needed to tackle. They were where they were supposed to be at. And every play, I saw Miami of Ohio made in the whole game, they probably made 5 real plays.
Yeah.
And 3 of them were exceptional, dog.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ball had to be put there at the perfect time, caught perfectly. The man was already there. That shows at least a beginning of discipline. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you got to start. We got skill at talent positions. You can tell Young is going to be a badass dude. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Young. He's going to be good on the edge. He's tall.
He's gonna be. He's been great since last year.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this year's.
This is
production.
This is the last year we're going to see him in Miami Hurricane.
Yeah, but I'm saying this year's production, I think, you know what I'm saying, those things are easier to single out. The running back room is going to be harder because you got 4 that can do it all, depending on the play call. But man, I'm just glad that they did the simple things, homie. And that's all. That's all I wanted to say. I'm happy they tackled, they blocked. The O-line had a couple of, pre-snap penalties, which, whatever. But that win last night, they did what they were supposed to do. And when you do what you're supposed to do, you take it.
And I'm going to say this about Coach Mario Cristobal.
Yo, if y'all not watching this Colorado TCU game, dog, y'all need to be watching this game.
Nah, we watching it. I'm looking at it.
I'm not. I can't watch my TV's behind me, so I can't watch it.
Fan, you need to angle yourself. You're missing a game.
I got a 65-inch flat screen. I can't angle myself to turn all the way around to that TV.
I'm looking at it right here. I can see it in my peripheral.
This is something serious.
It'll show on my what's name. Now I'm going to say this about Coach Mario Cristobal. Okay. It's one thing that I did not like that I saw from him last night. Besides that, I'm gonna say that real quick. I'm gonna say this real quick. Like then I'm gonna go ahead and give him his flowers. One thing I did not like from him last night is he did have a laminate playbook, but he never pulled it out.
They ran the ball a lot more than I thought they were.
I told you that though. I told you. Did I not tell you that, Ariel? Did I tell
They
you that
seem
last
real
week?
vanilla. You said that. They
I
seem
tell you
real
that
vanilla.
they can run the ball. I told you this is
Yeah, out of the air raids.
Yeah, I told
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah,
It's easier. So
which was crazy because I didn't expect that.
I told you I watch air raid offense. I'm that guy that be up at 3:00 in the morning. LJ the same type of guy that will.
Yeah, we're watching formation.
That we'll watch. No, that we'll watch.
Personnel.
East Carolina versus Tulane at 3:00 in the morning. Like serious, we them type of guys that watch those schools with those air raids. That be like, man, bring that over here. We need that over here. You know what I'm saying? So me and LJ have been screaming about a spread or air raid for the past 2 years, and we've been screaming about this, and we know we can run out of it. But let me get Mario his flowers. I'm gonna talk a little. I got to talk a little trash about him because I just want to mess with him. Mario, pull a damn playbook out. At least act like you got a GED and can read it. Pull a playbook out. but besides that, hey, to me, he put his ego aside. He did a great job of bringing in coaches that can actually coach and develop. His job should be managing the football program and bringing in coaches that can coach and develop players. And from what I saw last night, I saw better than anything last year, were a lot of players playing disciplined, very disciplined football.
Exactly.
And I got to give him props with those coaches that he brought in, because it seems like those coaches spend a lot of time with these kids, and that's what you need. Shout out to TVD for spending all the time he did with all the receivers. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Usually he stares down Braxton. No, I said Braxton Berrios. Usually he stares down. Damn, what's my buddy name?
Restrepo.
Usually he stares down Restrepo.
Yeah, because he's his roommate too.
Play. I think that ought to be illegal. I think they need to have roommates quarterbacks, not a quarterback.
He favors him when he's in trouble.
But last night he did not stare him. I think Restrepo might have got targeted 3 times last night.
He wasn't targeted a lot, but at the same time, I think it's because, like we said, we weren't expecting them to be running the ball like they did.
He got targeted 6 times. He had 5 receptions.
Yeah, so I mean,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, but he spread that ball around. He spread that ball around a lot last night.
Kobe Young had four catches for 79 yards. Restrepo had 5 for 68, and Jacoby George had 6 for 56.
Yeah, and Jacoby George was in that slot kind of.
He was in the X. He's the X. He gonna run the routes, and he gonna catch the hitches and break them or whatever.
And to be honest with you, Young is not going to have the most catches on his team this year. He might not even have the most yards on his team this year. And the reason being is teams are going to double him. They're not going to let him.
I think he's gonna have like 800-900 this year.
He might, but I think his biggest asset going to be for us this year is in games when they do slip up and leave him one-on-one, when he makes them pay for it. But then they're going to be like, you know what, man? Everybody else gonna have to beat us. We're not letting number 4 beat us. We're not, because he's too damn good. And like LJ mentioned it to me about a week or 2 ago. He said, Alonzo, look at his body. He lost about 25 pounds and gained about 25 pounds of muscle. If that makes any sense, y'all probably don't understand what that means. Is he actually lost about? That means he lost about 50 pounds. And then put on 25 pounds of muscle, and that's what he
lost fat.
You know what I'm saying? So he
can run.
He is freaking. He looks like Andre. He like Andre Johnson out there. Just being honest with you, I'm talking about size wise.
He caught the ball, and then like both of the corners bounced off. They hit him, and they bounced off him. I was like, damn, he spun out of it, and then he still gets the first down and goes out of bounds. I'm like, if this is what we got all year, it's gonna be a problem. We got to.
That's right. He's physical.
Now I am gonna say we didn't hit today what we hit last week. We didn't hit that today. I am gonna say this here. Every Saturday, I want everybody to program it. Every Saturday, as soon as Coach Hayes goes off, we're going on.
All right.
Every single Saturday, as soon as Coach Hayes goes off, we're going on. So you guys put that in your phone to where you know that. Because I said even today I said maybe I should have went last night, but the only reason we didn't go last night,
It was so
it was
big.
only one reason we didn't go last night. No one because it was too late. It was because it was my little brother's fault. Y'all can blame him. Y'all can blame him because I said I'm not going live without my little brother unless it's something that I just got to get off my chest. I almost did it yesterday with the ACC. This bullshit. I almost went live. I said I'm not going live without my little brother. My
Now
little
we
brother
got to go to Stanford,
my little brother
California.
my little brother was supposed to be working last night, but he pulled a Craig and got fired on his day off. He pulled a Craig.
It's okay, people.
He stole some boxes. He stole some boxes from the airport.
Stealing boxes?
He stole some boxes from the airport and tried to damn build. He got a condo. I don't understand why he trying to build a tree. There ain't no trees in the back of his condo. He trying to build a clubhouse in the back of his damn condo. And you know they got the thick box at the airport. And he carried the box out on his damn shoulder. And the damn the transit police caught him stealing boxes from the damn airport. Ain't that how you start a lie? Ain't that how you start a now he got a better job, so he didn't have to. He finally had a better job yesterday, so he didn't have to go to his old job last night. If I would have knew that, we would have went live after Coach Hayes last night.
Yeah. This will be the only week that we don't go the day of the game.
Of the game.
The game was Friday. So next week after Texas A&M,
we're gonna do pregame shows as well. We're gonna start doing pregame shows as well.
Yeah.
We're gonna start doing pregame. I might start doing pregame and halftime shows.
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta go to a wedding next Saturday. I'm finna watch the game on my phone, literally at the wedding.
Call Freedom Cast TV, man. Get Freedom. I keep listen. I keep telling y'all, and I'm gonna put the number in on the bottom of the screen. But I'm about to put the number in the chat. Y'all listen, man. If you want to get every single game, right? If you want to get every single game, call Freedom Cast TV. That's my sponsor. Call Freedom Cast TV. I need you guys to get it's $35 a month, and you get all the games, you get all the fights, you get all the sports events, you get all the movies, you get everything for $35 a month, man. You don't have to pay these like you don't have to pay these high prices and all that. Go to Freedom Cast TV. I'm promoting Freedom Cast TV. Y'all go over there and subscribe to Freedom Cast TV. That's simple. I'm trying to find a number. I need to put it. Well, I don't want to put his number up on board. Y'all will be calling him all day, but I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Get the numbers on. Put that number up for everybody.
I need y'all to really I'm putting FCTV.
Yo, this game is insane.
This game is insane. But there's no defense in the game. This is no defense.
And that's another reason my ass can't.
And there's no Kamani McCain out there either. I've been looking for him the whole game. I don't see no Kamani McCain. No Kamani McCain.
They look good. It's shot to shot. Hell, every time they've had the ball, they scored the last 4 possessions, I think.
Yep. But yeah, man. On defense though, man, I got some questions that I think I have for Miami on defense. Even though I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it, but I am gonna bring it up so that way when it comes back up, y'all know that I said it and I brought it up. I saw a lot of the starting lineup. I saw the actual starting lineup came out, and I actually saw who was starting and who wasn't. And don't have a problem with linebacker, don't have a problem with defensive end, but I do have a problem with. I don't have a problem with it, but I'm just I'm still checking it out because I think when we go against teams with bigger wide receivers and who going to go, I think when we go against teams with bigger wide receivers like per se Florida State, I want to see how this is going to actually work out with size because we got Jaden Davis over there starting at corner, and I never projected him to start at corner, maybe the nickel. He seems like he's a player that with a lot of experience. He won off the experience base, but he's small. Like, what's gonna happen when a 6'3", 6'2" receiver going on his side? Or
hopefully they coach him through it.
That number right here is in the chat for FreedomCast TV. Write that number down. If you already have a cable provider, that's fine. But I'm telling you, like, when you want to watch fights and get every single game, because there are games that Miami don't get televised, even in Miami.
Yeah.
There are games that don't get televised that you have to go to some BS, you know what I'm saying, channel to get, because they buy these games. So you have to have the whole cable package, like what LJ has, the YouTube. With the YouTube package is a great package to have. It's just so expensive. It's like $100 a month to get that package. It is freaking expensive. It's good to have, but
it's cheaper than DirecTV, fam. I finally canceled my DirecTV.
Yeah, but this right here is $35 a month, and you get more. You get way more with this than you get with YouTube TV, DirecTV, and all of them combined. You just get way more. You get way more. Plus, you get fights. And if you're a boxing fan, like I'm a boxing fan, you get those big fights. And I'm telling y'all, I'm saying it again. I got to get in shape because my mouth is starting to outweigh my age and my ass. Because I was almost going to beat LJ ass a couple weeks ago, but then I thought about it. I was like, he was more in shape than me, and I'm a punk now. He's a little bit younger than me, and a little more in shape than me, and I didn't want to walk in there talking like Earl Spence, but then walk out looking like Earl Spence. Y'all ain't listen.
That boy look like he got attacked by bees.
154, bro. He gonna get to redeem himself, man.
Listen. You want to bet on it? You want to bet on it? You want to bet on it?
Huh?
You want to bet on it? You want to bet on it?
You think he's still gonna lose?
You want to bet on it?
Y'all think he's still gonna lose?
Yeah, listen, you know, Bud want to fight.
Yeah.
Bud trying to go to 168 to fight Canelo. Bud is not smaller than Earl. He had to make that weight too.
Well, Earl did fight better at that weight though. So
why? No, he didn't. He never fought it. Earl never fought at 154. He's never fought at 154.
The way he just fought at, he complained about fighting.
He's never fought. Listen, you can't complain about that weight class when you are the undisputed. When you're fighting for undisputed, he had 3 to 4 belts in that class.
And that means Chicago.
What they saying?
He wanted to fight.
What they're saying, the reason they're saying that Spence is bigger is that Spence started his pro career in that division.
Yeah, that's why they say. But Earl
started out as a bigger fighter.
Yeah, but he's not big. He's definitely not strong. Y'all know. Y'all do know Bud deadlifts 500 pounds. He deadlifts 500 pounds, bro.
Yeah. They're just saying like Spence is naturally just a bigger person.
Yeah, but I mean, Earl, like you're right, because Bud had to move up to fight. He had to move up to 154 to fight her, but Bud walks around at 170.
Oh yeah,
Bud's bigger than He walk around at one.
Bud walks around at 170, bro.
He flew into the weight, so like he's set at that weight.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not just about. It's not just about. This is football too. It's not about how big you are, because like we say, like we say about Kobe Young, and thank God I can remember his name now. It might be good that he changed his number to number 4, because now I can remember his name, because it was 88. But that's like saying about Kobe Young. Kobe Young lost weight and gained strength.
Yeah.
He lost weight and gained. This is when I be talking about this. I'm a pit bull guy. This is when I talk about pit bulls and bullies. Bullies are nice, lovable looking mutts. Okay? Frenchies are nice, lovable looking mutts. They're pretty dogs. Pit bulls are gladiators. Pit bulls are strong, strength, muscles, and slender. And they're gladiators.
Man, do you want to see my bully? Adam, come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Show Zoe what you're talking about.
Listen,
hey, sit.
Answer. Let me see him.
Sit. Give me ball.
Let me see him.
Sit.
You got paperwork on him.
That's 90 pounds, pimp.
That's 90 pounds of
That's
fat.
90 pounds of don't come in my
fat.
crib.
Listen, oh yeah, he gonna protect that. He gonna protect the house. But come here, 12. Come here, 12.
Actually, it's funny you said that. Let me tell you why. Not to interrupt you, but bullies are their bodies are different. So like pit bulls are more athletic. Bullies are like more like a torque, right? Like pit
And
bulls
this
are
is,
like
and
horsepower, bullies are like
this
torque.
is this is 75 pounds of straight man and dog or whatever eater.
Tell them, boy.
This what that's
Tell
what this is right here. And his daughter, they go his daughter right here. They go his daughter right here. They go his daughter right there.
My buddy just breeded Frenchies,
Yeah.
but they only had two.
I keep saying that those are dogs like I'm biased towards pit bulls like everybody in here biased towards hurricanes. So there's no dog gonna be ever better than a pit bull to me. No dog ever gonna be better than a pit bull to me. But bullies, but he's a standard bully.
No,
he's a standard. He's a standard. Look at the
whatever. I know they go off weight, so he's 89 pounds.
No, they don't go off. They go off of the way they look. He's a standard bully. If you what I mean by that is he looks more like a pit bull than a bully, which means he is Amstaff. He is a Amstaff mixed with American Bulldog. He's a standard bully. He's the first bully ever made. The guy who made bullies, he's a half white, half Mexican guy out of California.
Mm-hmm.
He's a standard.
That's where I got him from. He came from San Diego.
He's a standard bully. Standard bullies are the only bullies that are they're only a little bit. They're 75% pit bull, 25%
American Bulldog. Yeah.
He's a standard. He's not a pocket bully or anything like that.
Oh my God!
You're watching this game, right?
Yes.
Zoe, I'm telling you, this game, dog. I'm telling you, man.
I'll go back and I'm gonna go watch it.
Zoe, I'm telling you, dog.
He just threw his 5th touchdown.
The boy got like 500 passing yards.
And I was 4th down and 2.
For Colorado.
Dog. On 4th and 2,
This is what I mean by the ACC sucking, right? I would have rather taken Colorado Buffalo into the ACC with Dion than take fucking Cal, Berkeley, or Stanford.
Yeah.
Colorado in the ACC. This team in ACC,
we have Cal, Berkeley, Stanford, and SM fucking U.
Yeah, I know.
Coming to the ACC.
But they didn't have a choice, Joe. They didn't have a choice. They were looking for money, not quality.
But see,
they were looking for money.
You know that kills us at. You know that kills us at.
Yeah, lowers the bar.
No, playoff time.
I know.
They'll probably take 2 SEC teams and 2 Big 12 teams into the playoffs. They're gonna have to expand it to 8 teams now.
How are you gonna have 2 teams, one in Stanford, one in California, playing teams that are all the way on the other side of the country? It don't even make sense. Like just even the simple.
Every team is doing that though, because the Big 12 they just took USC
and that shit don't make sense neither. So I'm saying none of it makes sense.
But at least they got 2 powerhouse schools. We didn't get no powerhouse schools. That's my point.
We got SMU.
I would have rather taken South Florida and UCF. I'm just being honest with you.
Absolutely.
Because there's a difference with South Florida and UCF and the ACC. This is the difference.
Shit, I took Wisconsin.
I went to South Florida and UCF. I went to those schools. Main reason, one of the main reasons is, all right, with both of those schools going to the ACC, right? With both of those schools going into the ACC, what's going to happen is it's going to make both of those schools better. But UCF is the biggest school in college football. They're the biggest school in college football. How many students do they have? How many students they got over there?
Because it's an affordable college.
That's the biggest school in college football.
Because it's an affordable school, yeah.
You're bringing in a lot of money, but what it's going to do for those 2 programs is it's going to actually hurt programs like Miami and Florida State because players are going to want to go there because they're getting big time games. I would have rather, and then the geological,
Shedeur got 510 passing yards.
I told you. And he's gonna get the ball back. He's gonna get the ball back, fam, in like a minute.
37 completion, 37-46, 510 yards.
This shit's insane. Hey.
Answer this question, LJ. Since we're doing this right here, right? What I can do is set my own. I got a flat screen right here that I can set up. Right, I got a flat screen right here that I can set up.
Oh.
Do we need to pick? Should we pick a game of the week and commentate outside of Miami?
Probably.
Like whatever exciting player that you want to see play. Should we pick that?
I know we need to beat A&M regardless, though, fam.
Now I'm gonna tell you this flat out. I didn't get my season tickets this year. The A&M game, we may commentate that game. That's a game that we may be live. We may go live and commentate the A&M game. The only thing that I hate, I'm gonna have to make sure. Yesterday it was good. Certain cable networks, you're either player ahead or play behind. So that's the only thing that might hurt me on that a little bit. Yesterday, as I'm watching the game with LJ, we're both right on. It was dead on. We seen the plays at the exact same time, and I was like, "Damn, that's the first time." Usually, I'm about 5 seconds behind. So, but yeah, we can try that. So next week, the A&M game, y'all want to do an A&M watch party? We can do an A&M watch party.
We can do an A&M watch party.
Let's do it. I'll be logging in from a wedding.
Yeah, we can do an A&M watch party next week. Actually, shit. We can do an A&M watch party next week. And like I said, for people that's in the chat, go get Freedomcast TV. Like I said, listen. This is the good thing about Freedomcast TV is you don't have to buy the equipment. You can have your own Fire Stick or Roku box or whatever, and that's how it works. So he'll talk you through it to where he can hook it up. You can hook it up from your house, so you don't have to send him no equipment, or he don't have to send you no equipment. If you have the equipment, you don't even have to buy no equipment. All you got to do is get it ran. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's $35 to get started. And it's $10 a month per additional room. So if you want to add in your bedroom, whatever, then there's an extra $10 a month for it in your room. Or you can do like some people do when they just unhook it from their TV and put it in the TV. I know I take mine with me on the road. So when I'm in hotels, I take my stick with me to where I can watch it on the road as well. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I will recommend, if you do get it though, this is the one thing that I will recommend: do not have the cheapest internet service. Have the cheapest internet service. Okay, if you have the cheapest internet service, you might have some problems. That's with anything. When you have cheap internet, you can't. I'm a gamer. I play online. I play Madden online. I play 2K online. We kick people out with cheap internet service because it keeps freezing. I actually have an Orbi system. That's another thing. I actually have an Orbi system. So remember when I used to do all that freezing up a couple years ago, LJ? Yeah. Remember I used to do all the freezing up? I had too many people in and we would freeze up and it would kick me out. Yeah. And the last 2 years I hadn't done that because of my Orbi system. So I actually have an Orbi system as well, which makes my internet internet even stronger than what it is. It's kind of expensive, like $500 for the system, but it's worth it when you like. I know LJ mad at me. I know you're mad at me. I promise I'm gonna send it out this week. I promise I'm gonna send it out. Need it. Send it out. And you know what I like about this one, LJ? And because you in Atlanta, like I actually wear mine to the club. I wear mine out.
I'm trying to.
So, yeah, it is definitely my fault. I have not sent him his chain yet. It is my fault. It's beautiful too. It's beautiful. I'm messing with him now. It's just beautiful.
You know what I want to see next week?
You got one of these, don't you, Ariel? Ariel, where yours at, Ariel? You got one of these, don't you?
Oh, you already know. Hold on now.
You got old school one, don't you?
Yeah.
This is the one I did not. This was mine that I did not want to give away because it's the one with the pipe, and I didn't want to give away the one with the pipe because I don't have the one with the pipe. I wanted the one with the pipe. That pipe is fine. Yeah.
It's gonna be do me justice. You see Shamar? I mean, oh yeah, he got one. Yeah, Prime Son got one on right now too.
You got that for me, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
This is the thing about it is with these chains, you might find the medallion somewhere, but with these chains, it took how long did it take me to get your chain in? About 2 months.
About 2 months.
Yeah, it
It
took
took
me a
about
minute.
because I don't like is the chain cheap, Ariel?
Nah, it's heavy.
Chain, see, a lot of people who have these
Nah, it's heavy.
don't most people who have these. If you did not get these from me, you don't have this chain.
Nah,
You
that's
don't have the authentic fake Cuban link. Okay, you don't have the This chain will not. How long you had your Ariel?
Probably like what, couple years?
Is the chain turning colors yet?
No, I mean I'll show you mine. Look in the sun. Look.
Usually, these are expensive chains. These are the costume jewelry chains that they wear that they sell to like rappers and shit like that. That if you buy a real Cuban, it's 3,000, but these are like about 500. But a friend of mine makes them, so he give them to me for a great price. That's why I was able to give them out for a better price. You know,
Damn. Hey, good for Dion.
somebody asked me should I start selling them again. I said no, I'm not selling them again. I'm not doing that again. I'm not going through that again. There's too much for Colorado. What's up, Miami, Atlanta? What's good with you? Yeah, Colorado won. Dion,
Yeah.
listen.
Colorado just put it away. Dion got his first win. They only won one game last year. This is a
Listen.
big game for him.
And I'm gonna say this. Everybody needs to root for Dion. Everybody needs to root for Dion because we need to have more black coaches. They can. I say, yo, you want to come in? You want to come in, bro? If you want to come in, you know you get to come in, big bro. You want to come in? Stick Raw, what's good? What's good with you, man? We sitting here, we just talking now, man. We just talk. We talked about the game. Now we talking about the Colorado game, and just trying to we're gonna do for the A&M game next year. I mean next week I might barbecue. We're gonna do and I hope I'm not competing with Coach Coop, but it's not gonna be every game Coach Coop. But the next week game we're definitely gonna do we're gonna do a watch party for the next week game. Oh, you driving through NY? I'm getting my CDLs, man. I'm about to get in the truck driving, man. I'm getting my CDLs, man. I'm getting in the truck driving. I'm definitely getting my CDLs. So when we do these shows and I'm on them, I'm getting my CDL, but from the companies I'm talking to, I'll be home on weekends. So you know what I'm saying? I'll be home on weekends. So I'm talking about working for places like Walmart and Thrifty and stuff. So I'll be home. I'll leave out. Sunday night or Monday night and be back, Saturday morning or something like that. So I'll be home every weekend for when I start going on the road. But I'm getting my CDL. I'll probably have it in April or May. You know what I'm saying?
I think we gotta we're gonna have a situation come up pretty soon. I saw Emory Williams get in the game before Jakari Brown. So
the only way I think it'll be a situation is if it works or if it don't work. It's just something about this coaching staff, LJ. Like it, and I listened a lot, but I'm gonna even give I said what I wanted to see because people don't realize that Mario is the offensive line coach. Really, he's the de facto offensive line coach, and his group did a great job. And that was the group that everybody was telling me during the offseason looked so bad. Remember, LJ? Everybody saying how bad they looked, and this is why I say I don't watch off-season football. I said I don't watch off-season football because you either are going to have low or high expectations. They're going to be too low or too high, right? So last night, the way they said the offensive line looked in the offseason, it didn't look nothing like that last night. The offensive line looked great last. And people were pulling. They were. It was a so. With Emory Jones not getting in the game, I'm not gonna look too much into it. I don't know if he maybe tweak something. You know they don't release everything. They don't release everything early.
They said
Who y'all talking about?
They said who tweaked something.
No, you said Emory Jones didn't get in last night, right?
No. I said with him getting in the game last night. I'm trying to figure out if they're going in a different direction.
You talking about
Quarterback,
Emory Brown.
They are. But you said that though, LJ.
I said it.
You told me that offline. This is what you told me. Tell me what he told me offline. This is why I say this is why I say like having a co-host, you have to be able to talk to that person, and you got to get that person their flowers.
Yeah.
You basically told me that last week that Emory is very talented, and you didn't know if they were going to play him and if he was going to jump, and he's jumped them. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about it. He's jumped.
I don't want to lose that talent though. I don't want to lose that talent.
I heard they might be playing the red shirt.
He already redshirted.
He
wasted last year. Like
he didn't redshirt last year. He played.
He's transferring out. Okay.
Wait, he ain't redshirt yet.
You talking about you can't redshirt out? You can't redshirt after the first year unless it's a medical.
Yeah.
Once you play a certain amount of games, you can't redshirt. So he can't redshirt this year.
No.
I don't know how the rule goes on now.
No, you can't redshirt this year. You don't get to play all these years and then the last year sit out a certain amount of games and get a redshirt unless it's a medical. So since he played last year, that you lose that red shirt. So he's already lost that red shirt. He's gonna transfer.
Yo, who should we be looking at next week? Like, who's their playmakers?
That's what we're gonna have to break down. We're gonna have to go look at it. But I'm gonna just tell you like this right here. Every skill position at A&M is a playmaker. For 2 years back to back, they got no more recruiting class in the nation with a lot of skilled players, with a lot of skillful players. A&M is loaded.
So is their quarterback better than ours, you think?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying let me say their quarterback does not play against Tyler Van Dyke. Their quarterback plays against our defense. Our quarterback plays against their defense.
No, but I'm saying like
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen, I don't know if he's better or worse. I don't know. I know Van Dyke is if you go look at all the NFL boards, he's very, very, very high up on the boards.
Yeah.
They like him. I believe I would take Van Dyke over most quarterbacks in college football, not all, but I would take him over most quarterbacks in college football.
John Paul, do you know if that statement is really true? Like really, really true? I doubt it. That if that's the case,
you can't redshirt this season. I don't think you can. Maybe the rules change.
If he don't play, he can't redshirt. He can't take his red zone. But I'm just like that's a regression. Like I don't know. I just don't.
This other guy, he's a freshman too, right?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you how it could work if Jakari could redshirt. I'll tell you the only reason it could work if Jakari could redshirt, which means Jakari will be at Miami for 5 years definitely. And this is how it'll work. Next year, this is Tyler Van Dyke's last year at Miami.
Yeah.
He's not coming back next year.
Absolutely.
He's gonna put up 6,000 yards this year passing. He's probably gonna put up 75 touchdowns.
He's probably gonna throw 12 interceptions with those passes.
He actually don't. He's not interception. He's not interception magnet. He threw one last night. He don't throw a lot of interceptions. He doesn't throw a lot.
I think that was the coverage pick though.
I think it was a combination between both. I think it was a coverage pick. I think it was a coverage pick. I think he threw it to the wrong side. I think he should have threw the ball away and threw it to he threw it out of bounds or threw it to a different side of the field.
Yeah, I think that was the coverage pick.
But I believe Tyler Van Dyke. I mean, like I said, man, he's had 2 years in a row where he's went 6 games with 500 yards in a game or 400 yards in a game. 6 games in a row. He's gonna light it.
So y'all mean to tell me that Ja'Cory Brown is going to sit this year out in red shirt and then come back next year and battle Emory Jones for the starting spot next year?
Maybe.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying was gonna happen. This is what I'm saying is gonna happen. If he redshirt this year, he's gonna sit behind Emory Jones for 2 years, and then he's gonna play. That's the only thing I can say. Because I'm with you, LJ. I'm with you, LJ. And I'm just saying that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna have to play 5 years at Miami.
But I ain't gonna lie, I will feel some type of way if he bailed, because he's gonna, wherever you go, Ja'Cory, you're gonna have to battle. Just like Jake Garcia transferred to Missouri, and he's in the battle right now with.
Nah, he ain't in the battle. He already got beat up.
It is in the clear-cut situation if he even gonna get on the field over there. So you might as well just stay.
Yeah,
my whole thing is, and then I remember I said that last year. I said one of those two was gonna transfer. Well, I said one of those two was gonna transfer, and I didn't know which one. I said either Garcia or Van Dyke's transfer. Both of them, they're not gonna sit behind each other.
That's the dream. They've been eating gator bait all weekend, bro. Like,
and do me a favor. I'm gonna say this. Go Gators, Gator bait. I'm gonna say that I put this on Facebook last night. You might be mad at me, but I'm gonna show this. That gator bait thing, I hate it for a reason. It's a reason why I've always hated gator bait. I've hated that term. I've hated that term for ever since they started using that term. Is the worst term in college football. It should be banned out of college football. That term should be banned from college football. That is what gator bait is. Gator bait was slave owners snatching babies, snatching the baby slaves out of their mother's arms and using them as bait to catch alligators. So they could sell alligator shoes and shit like that. I hate that terminology. I'm just being.
Is that true?
That's true.
It's 100% true.
That's true. That's what gator bait came from.
Damn.
100% true.
Oh, that shit right there. I don't even know what to say to that.
That's where gator bait comes from.
You see, this is why.
That's demonic. That's just demonic.
Hey,
there's a lot of demonics out here now.
Hey, hold up. This is why this whole Ron DeSantis thing, people don't realize how
I hate that motherfucker with passion. We ain't gonna talk about that.
You see the fact that Ariel didn't know that?
I had no idea.
And those are things that they're trying to take out of school.
They don't teach that stuff in school. They don't teach you a lot of hidden history. A lot of stuff happened they don't teach you about.
That's crazy.
You know what, Paramount Jack? We talked about that last night. Actually, LJ was talking about that last night, and LJ was a little bit upset about that last night about not pushing the ball downfield. But the one thing that I did say about not pushing the ball downfield was maybe he didn't want to open his whole hand up.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Nah, they waiting on A&M.
They waiting. I think they waiting. I know it's more wrinkles.
You can tell, man. There was so many situations last night where them boys could have hit him over the top or at least took a chance, and they literally were just like run the ball, and it wasn't even like running plays that had a chance. It was just more of like, keep them disciplined, right? Yeah. Like those halfback ISOs, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm excited to see us against A&M.
I'm excited. You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited to see this channel get back to growing.
Yeah.
From this week on forward. I'm excited to see this channel get back to growing. So I'm gonna need everybody. I'm gonna need 25 people to get 25 more people to get 25 more people. I'm gonna encourage everybody that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? To tell a friend to tell a friend. Let them know we going live. I will have it post. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it tonight. Every single Saturday after Coach Hayes. I think Coach Hayes does about an hour. So I'm an hour and a half. I'm gonna do half hour after Coach Hayes go off. I will be going on every Saturday.
Oh.
Every single Saturday.
Who do we got after A&M?
After A&M, we got Bethune-Cookman.
Okay, so let's say we get by Miami of Ohio.
Hold on. We're gonna do this one game at a time. I don't want to talk about nobody.
No, I'm asking. I'm not.
We're gonna do this.
Let me ask a question. Yeah.
I was asking just conference play wise. So we get by Miami of Ohio. They're not in the ACC. We get A&M. They're not in the ACC. Then we get Bethune-Cookman. They're not in ACC. So, like, when do we start ACC play? 4 games? North Carolina?
That's typically
We don't start ACC play till October 7th.
That's typically what every team does, though. That's typically what every team does, though.
So typically, about what is that? 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, after the bye week, we got Georgia Tech.
Yeah, after week 4. Yeah, week 5.
Right.
After the bye week, we got Georgia Tech. So,
I mean, by then they'll kind of have a feel for what we got. The coaches will know.
Yep. And yeah.
So Emory going to throw for 300 yards against Bethune. I'm taking. Listen. I am the big. Listen. God bless the dead. What was the pirate name? What was the mad pirate name? That died. That coach at A&M. What's his name? The coach.
I don't know.
The one who said lock the kid in the closet. What's his name? He just passed away last year.
You said what coach?
The coach that coached at A&M who put A&M on the map. What was his name?
Semler?
No, I'm not A&M.
Mike Leach.
Mike
Leach with the big nose. Yeah, looked like he was supposed to be on The Sopranos.
I remember wanting Mike Leach as the head coach before we hired Al Golden. Right? That was my first pick, and then
Al Golden gave us a victory over the Gators, though.
But and then my first pick was Mike Leach over Mark Richt, and I remember Donald Trump saying, "If Miami," words that came out of his mouth, I could pull it up. If Miami hired Mike Leach, he would pay his salary. That's how long I've been wanting. Donald Trump said because this one Mike Leach wasn't in football. Remember he was suspended, whatever. He said if Miami hires Mike Leach, he would pay Mike Leach's salary. That's how long I've been wanting this style offense in Miami.
Yeah.
And I kept telling people, and like I said, people kept thinking that we can't run out of this style offense. The only thing the difference between this offense and the greatest show on turf is absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Marshall Faulk ran out of this offense. Okay. And my thing is, all the Miami fans are. Well, I'm gonna say all. A lot of Miami fans are so afraid of change that this is actually not change. Like this is you actually putting your playmakers in space to make plays. This is what they do in high school football in Miami. What they're doing right now for the University of Miami. You know why these players are probably catching on to it? Because these are basically the same type of concepts that they run in high school football on offense side of the ball. Might be a little different, but how many times do you see a high school quarterback under center in the city of Miami? How often do you see a high school quarterback under center? Every high school quarterback that came to Miami, that was from Miami, they had to teach how to play under center. Am I wrong about that?
Bro, we got Chance Robinson and JoJo Trader right now, bro. Coming in. So it's a big difference already.
Yeah.
Shannon Dawson shit is
it's for real.
Was probably top 2-3 things that could ever happen to us, homie.
But you don't remember what I said last year. I don't know if you were here when I said it last year, right? Big bro, I don't remember you might not have been in the chat when I said it last year, but LG will tell you. I said this last year. I said Mario Cristobal is going to have to forget his whole offensive philosophy and go to a whole different style of football. And that's what he did. Because this is not his style of football.
You said that.
I think what he did, what they actually said he did, he emphasized that to whoever he went to. He went to them and said, "Hey, whatever you are, we got to start with a power running game to go with."
But this is not a power running game, though.
Yeah, if you listen to Shannon Dawson talk, he tell you exactly what switched up when we went from the O line that we had to this. That made it a power running game. When you get Mark Fletcher in there, that make it a power
No,
running game.
but what I mean is,
Cheney back running.
I didn't know, but what I mean is, this is what I mean. The formations that we're running out of.
Say that.
It's a spread formation that we're running out of. We're not in an I formation. We're not in the center. So now you, instead of having 3 linebackers in the game, you have 2. Instead of you having all these people crowding the line of scrimmage like they did last year, like they were able to do last year, because you had the 2 tight end sets and all this right here. Now these guys have to back up because our receivers will kill them. We're running a lot of 4 wide sets. You see what I'm saying?
Gino and all them boys saying this the same shit that Erickson was running.
This offense has never been ran in Miami.
Yeah, that's exactly what Gino said. Gino said the same offense Erickson ran with the 1 back and the no back shit. He said, Gino said this.
But what I mean is, this is the air raid system though. Like, this has never been, the air raid has never been in Miami.
I'm telling you that it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid because Mario wanted it to be a hybrid.
No. I'm telling. Listen to me. Mario didn't want this. This was for. This is me. Listen to me. Hold on. Listen to me. Because these are. Listen to me. I said. I'm gonna tell you this right here. If you are a former player of Miami, right? If you are a former player of Miami, you're friends with Mario, right? This is for me talking to Boo. Mario did not want this change. This change was forced on him. He didn't want this change. This was forced on him because of what happened. This is facts, not opinions. And I said this last year. This is not a change that he wanted. But giving him credit, I'm so glad that he engraced himself to it, because it's gonna make him a better coach. It's gonna make, because I want him to succeed. Though I might not like all his coaching methods, but the way he recruits, the players he can bring in, he just needs an offensive style and a defensive style that these players can relate to, not this Josh Gaddis what we had last year.
Yeah. So
I want him to succeed because, bro, there's nobody that's going to bring in better recruits than him. It's already showing this. So I want him to succeed. But I also want people to understand that he's actually willing to adjust, and because it made me proud that he's actually willing to adjust and change some of his philosophy.
Bro, Mark Fletcher plays for us now, bro. You know that shit was going to Ohio State, bro.
Yeah.
Mark Fletcher shit play for us, bro. Did you see the way that shit looked, man?
That's what I said last night. Fletcher's the main back.
Oh, that shit look different, bro.
Fletcher's going to be the back. Watch. Fletcher's going to be the back.
Main back is because
I want you, Dave.
How about you, Dave? All of them boys pack a punch, bro.
I don't care who the main back is, bro.
It's crazy to me.
That Allen is and LJ put me on him. LJ put me on Allen because I ain't know nothing about that kid.
And bro, we ain't even got Citizen in that bitch, and he bigger than all they ass.
And we have a big offensive line that is mobile.
Thank God.
That is mobile. And because last year, listen, that spread opens up the field. So people don't understand how much that spread opens up. The field was wide open last night, bro.
It was wide open.
It makes it easier for the offensive line to block. The field was wide open. And to JP's point, the only time they were able to finally get in the backfield or do that is when they said, "Fuck, we just selling out," because all they doing is running the ball. So they just sold out. They got time. And if this is the one thing I'm going to have to see from Van Dyke is, are they going to allow him to audible? Is when he sees them sell out.
I think they did. He checked into all the right runs last night.
No, I'm talking about audible into a pass.
Scored on. He checked into that.
No, I'm talking about audible into a pass because I wasn't paying attention to LJ and
I think they was vanilla as hell on purpose.
LJ and JP show they brought to my attention in the show today, and I really wasn't paying attention to it. When Cheney came in the game, they sold out. What I mean by this is, could he have audible to a pass when he see them selling out like that?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Because I didn't pay. See, I watch football, but I also have to listen to what other people say. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I gotta listen, and I didn't think about what JP said because he said it in the chat in a way. So he already said it so he can get on. So I would read his comment. He knew the way he said it that
But
I was gonna react to that.
by the second quarter, you knew we was being vanilla on purpose after that, right?
Oh yeah,
And
but
we
no,
was
I
we were
agree.
bigger, faster, stronger
I
after
agree.
that first drive, bro. It was like it wasn't gonna be no game, bro.
I
Like
agree.
so I think they went vanilla ice cream for the rest of the night, bro, and didn't have to
Yeah.
show nothing else.
No, I'm just saying me from a personal standpoint.
Yeah, say
I
that.
don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. I have to know that Van Dyke is allowed because certain offense coordinators do not
Cause
allow
how
you.
many 4 wides we went? We ain't do no.
No,
We ain't do no. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get up the field now, like maybe
oh,
once last night, I think. You know what I'm saying? Other than that,
We didn't throw not one deep ball last night.
exactly. So I
We didn't
think
throw.
we vanilla ice cream
Yeah,
just because we ain't wanna
Oh no,
show all that shit, bro. So
I'm just talking about the Audible. Can he audible into a pass? That's all I'm saying. I don't know
Yeah,
if he
because
can.
I ain't never seen Van Dyke. Every time Van Dyke does a change, he's looking at the sideline. He's changing and looking at the sideline. I ain't never seen him just make a change at the line and then it's
Yeah,
over.
I
exactly.
don't know. I
They'll
think you
let them.
got selective memory. I think you got selective memory right now, bro. Cause last night that he definitely checked in like into a lot of shit last night, bro. The
I'm not
man,
saying.
they were talking about it at the press
Without
in the
looking at the
press
sideline
conference
though.
that he was switching it up. Huh?
Without looking at the sideline, I ain't seen
Yeah,
him
bro. You watched the game?
He was checking into
You watched the game?
screens. He was checking into screens. He was
Bro,
checking
the
into
only
screens.
time he checked in was the time they told him to check in. But the other time when he comes to the line and you see him checking off to what they checked off in, he ain't have to go to the sideline for that. The man,
no, it was-
Junior, bro, like a smart ass dude, bro.
I like Tyler Van Dyke.
That man don't have to keep doing that shit, bro. I think
I like Tyler
Dawson,
Van Dyke. I like Sean Dawson. I think it's gonna. I think it's a marriage made in heaven. I think.
facts.
No. I'm just reading. Listen, I could be reading too much into it. I'm not trying to start an argument. It's something that I can be reading. It's something that I can be reading too much into. I just didn't. I didn't see him. I didn't see him audible into a pass play. That's what I'm saying.
I think
I didn't see him.
this is third new coordinator. So usually, like your first, he ain't never gotten to be with a coordinator long enough to be able to audible for his own stuff. He's always with a new coordinator, so he always got to be checking.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, that's me. That's me being picky though. Y'all don't get into a big argument. Y'all don't get into a big argument over me being picky. Like serious.
No, that's
It's
negative.
not.
I just want
That's
y'all.
me being picky.
I just want y'all to know is information on this type of stuff other than what I guess what y'all been watching. Like y'all gotta like watch some of these actual interviews with these players and like what they're responsible for and all of that, bro.
Now Dade County elite.
Been different.
Dade County elite. Dade County elite.
Say that, bro.
You already know who I am, right, bro? You know.
Say that.
So you already know what type of time I'm on, right? One thing you're never gonna do is see me like really speculate. If I put out something, if I say something, I stamp it. I'm just asking. I just said there's something I did. I didn't see him check into a pass last night. That's all I said. All I say is I didn't say he didn't check into one neither. I didn't say he didn't check into one because he might have checked into one. I just said I didn't see it, and I don't know because him and this Shane Dawson first year with him in his first game with him, if he was allowed to check into a pass last night. Not saying it's not going to be going on in the future. I'm just saying being they're so new, it's still a lot to be learned. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if he didn't check into a pass because it wasn't any. He might not have gave him any audibles to check into a pass last night. He might have kept it so vanilla to where you can check into runs. Because they are given audibles to check into every single game. It's not like you just automatically have an audible stick for every game. No, they're giving audibles to check into every game. Maybe it was no audibles in the playbook for him to check into on his sheet.
They were giving Trevor Lawrence audibles to check into.
And Trevor Lawrence in his first year, most definitely, in his first year they definitely did.
But that's what Van Dyke's first year, big bro.
No, this is first year. No, this is his first year with Dawson. This is first year with this. I'm not saying they did. That wasn't you saying. I'm saying they. You saying I'm saying that. I'm not saying that they did do that.
No, you saying the first year with him? Because I'm
Yeah.
saying like with who he is, bro. Like we should expect him to have four. Cause I can just say what I'm seeing these coordinators say about what Dawson said about the man and what he's saying. He's saying he mastered the offense, and Dawson is saying that the guy mastered the offense. He's smart enough to run the playbook the
I
way
believe
it's
that.
supposed to be ran, and
I believe
without
that.
training wheels. So,
And I believe that.
I
That's why I said it
taking
could be
shots at
vanilla.
nobody is saying nobody don't know. I'm just saying for what I've been seeing, because I kind of
That's why I said
really following it the whole kind of way. You know what I mean?
That's why I said I'm not saying it. That's why I'm saying all I said was I didn't see him check into a pass play last night. And the only reason I brought that up was because when JP said about how they stacked the line when Chaney came in the game, they got tired of getting gashed and they stacked the line. And I didn't see him check into it. There was 2 plays where they really was up front, and I didn't see him check out to a pass play. Where it was really no holes to get through. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't see him check into a pass. Not saying he couldn't have checked into a pass. Maybe that's just what maybe that's just what they wanted to do. I just didn't see him check into a pass. That's all I'm saying.
The most impressive thing I seen yesterday was tackling.
I'm nitpicking, bro. I'm nitpicking like a motherfucker.
As you can, bro.
I'm
Like
nitpicking.
you should. You should.
I'm
You should.
nitpicking.
Cause we finally got plays, we got coordinators we comfortable with. Like it's up to date shit, bro. It's like we had a fucking 85 Delta last year, man. Now we got a new shit now, bro. We push the button to start now, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely nitpicking. I'm definitely
I'm running
nitpicking,
around
bro.
out there, bro. Come on, man.
You know what? Hey, I want a battle. I said, hey, yo.
We got him up. I say, yo.
Wasn't it good?
Hey, y'all gotta check out Dade County. Y'all gotta check out Dade County Elite Battle League too, man. I still watch it. It's still on my. I still got the app. I still watch it. Y'all gotta check out my bro Battle League. And you need to sign K-Shine. He the biggest free agent. He the biggest free agent out there. He the biggest free agent out there, big homie. You need to sign K-Shine. He the biggest free agent.
Man, K-Shine gonna want every check a nigga ever get. So boy, he works some shit now. Boy, anybody that get him, boy, you know what I'm saying? They definitely gonna bring some traffic to your shit.
Liberty City.
Well, you read that comment? Okay. I agree with that.
Say it again, bro.
No, I'm reading that comment. Yeah, I think Chaney definitely gonna get a shot if he can stay healthy at the pro.
Who?
Yeah. I say Chaney definitely the pro. The scouts looking at him.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, listen. Let me explain something. You can play at Miami for 3 years and run 3 balls, and you're gonna get a shot in it.
Yeah.
This is not gonna hurt Chaney's.
I don't want them to do nothing different, bro. I want them to run this shit the way they did it the other night. Bro,
they can do this.
We brutal on the old line now, bro. To hear them talking about our old line just looked overpowering to them boys last night. It was music to a nigga ears, bro. It was like.
But see, I knew our O-line was gonna be good. I knew our O-line was gonna be good. You know the most impressive player I was impressed with last night, though. Matt was named Maui.
Kiko.
I was going.
The linebacker
or the
Oh my god!
Wait.
Hey, I hate to sound racist. I thought that was Junior Seau.
Hey, the reason why y'all enjoyed him is because we didn't have Corey Flagg out there starting. Corey Flagg played a little bit.
Actually, Corey Flagg played good last night, bro. Corey Flagg played his ass off last night.
Who played their ass off last night?
Corey Flagg played his ass off last night. Winning time, Corey Flagg was in the game.
Listen here, man.
So Corey Flagg won in the game last night. Winning time.
It's the same.
Hey sis, love you. Hey sis, love you. Yeah, everybody say hey to Victoria. Everybody say hi to Victoria.
If them linebackers wouldn't have been out there, we would have had to start Corey Flagg. We would have had the same problems we've been having. Same Corey Flagg. The midst of the whole defense rolling, everybody gang tackling or whatever, made it look better. He still filled the wrong holes.
But listen, I don't listen. LJ right now, I don't care nothing about that. We got Junior Say, we got reincarnation Junior Say out at linebacker right now.
You talking about
That's all.
Pico,
I'm not gonna get on Corey Flag. I ain't gonna get on no other linebacker. I didn't, because I didn't even, first off, I didn't even know the dude was on the team. Let's gonna go there. I didn't even know I didn't know he was on the team. So that let you know how much off-season football I watch. That let you know how much off-season. But I hibernated. Did I not hibernate?
You did hibernate.
Anytime you call me, only people that I talked to during the off-season was a few boosters about some of the things that they want me to do this year. So I talked to a few boosters. I did get a combination with I did get a conversation with Radakovich this year. I did get to talk to him on the phone this year. So I talked to a few boosters. I talked to Radakovich. And what did I do? I let what I told you. So next year, once I'm able to figure out how to set this up, the whole off-season channel, when it comes to spring ball, when it comes to recruiting, when it comes to all of that, will be the LJ show. It will not be. It will be him by himself, not me with him. Because I am not. Listen, I tell people, if you can't put your whole heart into it, don't do it. My whole heart is not into recruiting and into off-season football. That's LJ. He can do that. So the whole next year,
he's been consistent throughout the whole spring, the whole summer, and now it hasn't been no change. Even though it has,
I love you too, as always.
Even though it hasn't been a change to the other linebacker, but I love the competition with Wesley Bensant and KJ Coy. KJ Coy looked excellent last night. Wesley Bensant looked excellent last night. And Corey Flag did get in. He didn't mess up, but I still feel like if, let's just say, those three linebackers were there and we had to play with Corey Flag, we would still have those breakdowns that we had. We would still have those breakdowns with him being the clear-cut starter. And it was all about, for me, it's all about us having depth. And I never felt like he's a starter guy for us. I always felt like he's a rotation guy. He rotated in good. We play him exactly the amount of snaps he got yesterday is the exact amount of snaps he's supposed to get.
Well, I just know I'm happy to have a Samoan
starter.
I'm happy
premier starter on our defense.
I'm happy to have a Samoan linebacker right now. I'm happy to have what's his name again?
Kiko.
Yeah, I'm happy to have me a Samoan linebacker. You know what I'm saying? I love Samoan. I love Samoan linebackers and defensive linemen. I love them.
KJ Coy, it wasn't no slouch yesterday either. He get honorable mentions for me too because he made his plays. He made the right thinking plays. We gang tackled as a team. My defensive line looked depth up.
It's going to be a problem.
It was depth up on that D-line.
I'm not getting my hopes up, Victoria. I'm taking it one game at a time. But the one thing I can say is I love Shannon Dawson and that defense coordinator. What's his name again?
Gowdry.
Lance Gowdry. I'm calling him LG because like that last time I fuck up.
Yeah.
LG. I love LG. I like his timing of his blitzes. Like I say, me and LJ was on the phone last night, and I'm saying he coming this time, and I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, bro, he about to back out. He ain't coming this time. He backing out this time.
Yeah.
And the reason why he's able to do that, though, the reason why he's able to back out as much as he did, because he did not do a lot of blitzes. He might have blitzed 5 times last night, but the reason why he's able to do that is because that damn defensive line is so good. You see, you want to be a timing blitz team. You don't want to be blitz heavy because you will get destroyed on the back end. You want to be able to time your blitzes, and every time he blitz, they got a sack or they disrupt the play every single time they blitz. It was a play disruption, and he only blitzed maybe 5 times last night.
Yeah,
maybe 5. You know what I'm saying? And it was the time, but he was scaring. He was walking these guys up to the line of scrimmage, just walking them up to the line of scrimmage, and the quarterback is confused as hell. Like, are they coming and are they not coming? And that's the one thing that I enjoyed about it was him was the way he was disguising his blitzes, man. And to be honest with you, what they're gonna have to continue to do, and this is the one thing I love about Mario. I know a lot of people think I hate Mario. I don't think Mario is a great coach. I think Mario can be a great um he can be great at what Dabo Sweeney is great at. Dabo and Mario, because Dabo wasn't a play caller, Mario is not a play caller. He can be great at getting the players in and keeping their correct system in play. Like because like he's gonna get the players from Miami. He's proven that. So as long as you continue to get the players from Miami and you keep the right you keep the right coaches around him because Shannon Dawson is not gonna be the Miami coach OC for the next 10 years.
He's not.
He's not. So what I'm hoping Ariel brought up last week, not Ariel, the other young guy that was on here last week. He brought up last week, and this is what I'm hoping that they're doing. I'm hoping that right now, because Shannon Dawson, he's not just the offensive coordinator, he's also the quarterback coach.
Yeah.
So we don't have a quarterback coach, which most teams don't. But
Yeah.
whoever that third guy in line, I'm hoping he has Shannon Dawson's same philosophy. I'm hoping Shannon Dawson brought him with him. So Shannon, if we do be great within the next 3 or 4 years, and Shannon Dawson gets gets a head coaching job, that we don't lose the philosophy. Same thing on the defense, that we don't lose the philosophy, because that's what hurt. That's what hurt Clemson when they lost. What's the name? The linebacker.
Venable.
When they lost Brett, but it hurt them, but they also got better with it. It hurt them 1 year, but they also got better with it because they used one of his guys that he trained, so they got better. In the beginning, it was kind of bad, but they got better because it was the same philosophy. You run the same style defense as they ran when Brett was there.
Claude L. Okay, you said what part of the game was a huge drop off when Flagg came in? It's like this. I've been watching Corey Flagg for 2 years. Start at linebacker. The thing I never liked about Corey Flagg is that he guesses what holes to step in. It's like he gets an assignment and it's like his eyes is wrong. Like the running back goes in this hole, he guesses and go in that hole. Or he steps this way and loses leverage. He ain't fast enough to make up that angle over there from the running back when he cuts back. Like he doesn't know how to. He doesn't get off blockers good to make a tackle.
But he played like that last night. Cause
I'm just explaining myself with my theory on what I don't like about him. As a linebacker in Miami, and the reason why I prefer him to be a depth player than to be.
Did it drop off for him in the game last night? Was it a drop off?
He literally was playing when winning time came.
It didn't drop off last night.
It was enough time. It wasn't enough time for a drop off.
But LJ, that's what you want though. But that's what you want though.
On when he dropping back in coverage. I don't want Corey Flagg on the field if he got to drop back in coverage.
So what they did was they did exactly what they played in the way you wanted to play it, right?
Yeah.
So there was no drop off when he came in there.
Yeah.
He played the way you want to play it. He played good in the spots. His limited spots.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That's why it wasn't no reason for it to be like he shouldn't be around because he literally
no. The only thing LJ saying is the position. Y'all gotta listen. The only thing he's saying is he played well last night. He wants him to keep playing in that type of position. He's just not a starter.
And to go a little further, bro, the D line wasn't biting last year like it's gonna be biting this year, bro. It's a big difference when your D line jumping and you running around at 5'8" or whatever with skills, and the difference when you do got a D line jumping around, bro.
I do want to answer this question.
Nate Webster probably was the same size as Corey Flagg.
Let me answer this question.
He's from sideline to sideline because his D line was crazy, bro.
But Nate was being too without the D line.
Y'all let me answer this question. Y'all let me answer this question. Y'all let me answer this question. Let me answer this question because I got to get to this question. 3 out of 7 on third down last night will not cut it against great teams. Let me explain it to you. They were 0 for 7 until they brought the backups in. They were 0 for 7 until they bought the backups.
Exactly.
And,
Thank you.
and one of the third down conversions was on a penalty from what's his name again? What's his name again?
We talking about Corey Flag?
No, your boy that got the penalty. Boy, that got the penalty.
Oh, you talking about Leonard Taylor?
Yeah, one of the third down conversions was a penalty.
Yeah, yeah.
So 3 out of 7 is that was the final, but that was they got those conversions in the fourth quarter. They were 0 for 7 all the way up into the third quarter on third down conversions.
The starters.
So don't I am not like every other. I'm not like a lot of other YouTube channels. I do read every comment. That's the one thing I do. I engage with the fans, and I read every single comment. That comment is a little off basis because if you look at the game in the totality, they were 0 for 7 on third downs in the third quarter. They didn't give up those couple third downs until they start playing all the backups. They were 0 for 7.
Hey, so let me just say to the young cat LJ, bro, I don't want it to feel like I'll be coming at you, bro. Like he said, I literally own the battle rap league. So I come from that combat like type of back and forth. So don't think I'm coming at you or nothing like that, bro. I just like a little good conversation.
I'm from Liberty City.
Okay, I'm from Goons, my nigga. I'm from Goons.
I'm from the Scott Project, Liberty City, the heart of the city.
Say that.
I don't take nothing like that. I'm just telling you, I watch these guys too, and even without a D-line, Nate Webster he ain't going for certain things. Even without a D-line, as you say, he had a good D-line. We had a decent defensive tackle last year. We had Leonard Taylor last year.
They ain't mean the D-line was good. Heck no, they ain't played Leonard Taylor like that last year.
Kane Juice, thank you. It's all about coaching.
Yeah, it is.
There
was a lot of plays that I saw last year where you ran Oklahoma drills before, whatever. You ran Oklahoma drills. We all ran Oklahoma drills, whatever. In the midst of in the trenches, when the D lineman stick and holes is open and running backs choose holes. Corey Flag last year, without all that, picked the wrong hole. That's all I'm saying. Point blank period.
But you know what? But this year, I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this. But let me be the voice of reason. I'm being the voice of reason. This is crazy. Let me be the voice of reason. Iron sharpens iron, right?
Right.
Iron sharpens iron. So Kiko can make him a better player. Because iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? So when you have all these great players, because Corey Flag might have been trying to do too much, and Kiko might be telling him, "Hey, bro, you don't have to do that much.
Exactly.
You don't have to do that much. Like, and you need, bro. I'm gonna go against a basketball. I'm gonna go against a basketball analogy because y'all know I love my NBA, and you love the NBA. So we gonna do this analogy right here. How good was the Dallas Mavericks without Jalen Brunson compared to what they were with Jalen Brunson? They didn't even make the playoffs without Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson beat Utah with Donovan Mitchell by itself. You know what I'm saying? He went to New York this year and made New York a way better. He made Julius Randle way better. He made a lot of players on that team a lot better. Iron sharpens iron. The more great players you get, it's going to even elevate the players that aren't as good. They're going to be better, or they're not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? In the role that he's playing and coming in playing at, I'm with LJ. LJ said he just wants him to play in that. He don't feel like he's a starter. I felt like DJ Ivy was a starter when everybody didn't feel like he was a starter. I felt like he's a starter. He's proving me right now in the NFL. Thank you, DJ. He's proving me right now. And all of the people, I'm going to keep bringing it up all year long. All year long. Everybody, I'm looking at Facebook right now. One of his posts got over 14,000 likes on one of his posts right now. 14,000 likes on one of his posts right now. Representing you. Representing Miami when all y'all was killing them. Shut up. If you was killing them, don't scream that represent the Miami. What I said was going to happen when he went to the NFL? They was all going to jump on his bandwagon. Yep. So what I'm gonna say about Corey Flag is He might be an NFL player. He might not be an NFL player. I don't know. I just know that the better players that he be around is going to make him a better player.
I want to see
I
my
agree.
DBs get tested. I want to see my DBs get tested more this week, though.
Oh, they're going to be tested. This
I want to see
Yeah,
my
because
DBs get
I
tested.
did not like that the way DeMario looked on them two classes. Bro. I was so motherfucking like
Big bro, what's
befuddled.
good,
Like
bro?
I ain't understand.
You see that? You see that flag too, but you see how I got that flag
You
posted
said
right
you
behind it.
about Damari Brown.
Yeah, I ain't know what was going
I
on
think we
on
gonna
them
have to
two
figure
plays,
out.
bro.
We gonna have to figure out that slot, like when they put the receiver in the slot and they run that it's like it look like a deep fade route or a go route to the sideline. We gonna have to figure that out right there.
I might
Yeah,
go to my
cause
Grim
cause,
Reaper
cause
fan all
Takori, I
year.
ain't gonna lie, Takori played as physical as I ever seen him play last night. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah.
like the way that weight look on look, bro. Everything.
That
look physical,
lick
bro, on
that lick he came up the middle with. I said, oh,
bro.
but y'all know the best hit of the night. Y'all already know what the best hit of the night.
Somebody Cam on the sideline.
Ah!
Hey,
Yeah, Cam was
I don't like little cuz get in the trenches that much like that though. That need to be James Williams more in the trenches though. We need
I
to
ain't gonna
reverse.
lie, I love the way James was playing last night. You had
No, but I'm
you had some
agree.
good. Hey,
Hey,
I'm looking for the criticism with him though. I ain't
no,
gonna lie.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with LJ on this one.
Okay.
Listen, and this is why I'm gonna say this. This is the only reason I'm gonna say it. Who would you rather have in coverage, James Williams or Cam Kitchens? Who would you rather have in coverage?
If
Be
you
honest.
if you know his PFF grade, he graded high, like coverage wise,
Who,
bro,
but,
higher than
who,
tackling. To
but,
tell you the truth, James
but who
Williams.
would you? But who grades higher? But who grades higher? Cam Kitchens. Who grades higher?
Cam, obviously, yeah,
So
Cam.
that's what he's saying. He would just rather see because it
I
kind
hear
of
that.
flip flop like it kind of flip flop last night.
I hear
James
that,
Williams,
but if you know who James is in the pro scouts' eyes, they got him rated as better as a coverage player than a tackler, bro. Real shit.
But
And like rated pretty high.
it's still a foregone conclusion because we haven't seen James cover nobody yet.
we know Cam can
I
cover.
I think we have, and I think y'all
Who did he cover?
selectively.
Who did he cover?
Who hasn't he covered?
He hasn't covered anybody.
He is safety, bro. He is safety.
And I seen Cam Kitchen singled up covering.
Once again, bro, he is safety. Like that's not his actual job to do that, but he do it. Like I'd say you selectively remembering, but once again, the people who rate this shit got that nigga rated high as a great coverage safety. Like real
But
shit.
who's rated high? Who's rated higher as a cover safety? Cam Kitchens is.
Obviously, it's Cam, bro. But if we comparing the two, we always gonna go with Cam. But we talking about James right now.
But see, time that big bro. That's what he was saying. He was saying he would want to see Cam back more than he saw.
I get it.
Because he saw James Williams back more. He'd rather see Cam, and I would rather see Cam back more.
Cam's a more, to be honest, Cam's a more short tackler than James. So it's like a lot of times they trust Cam.
I don't know about that. I can't.
Listen, bro. His question, James Williams' question mark was he hurt his shoulder last year and his tackling was shaky. That's what he was supposed to work on.
His tackling was shaky because he hurt his shoulder.
Both of them did. But
once again,
James
on James, the pro scout on James is the coverage part, bro. They ain't even talking about the tackling when they talk about why they want to travel.
But even still, the pro scout is on coverage with him, but it's not higher than Cam Kitchens. So it don't matter.
Once again, I won't argue with you on that one at all. Cam was the All-American bit, bro. So that part I ain't gonna argue with you on.
So
but the part that I'm talking about, if it happens, you can trust James because he's not gonna be a liability to you if Cam ain't over there, bro. That's what I'm saying. He done proved that.
Let's just say this right here. Let's just say this. I think we're gonna put it to bed because I'm about to get off because I got to get my daughter about to come do my hair. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my Goldilocks done.
That pimp juice.
I gotta get
the sauce.
Yeah,
the sprinkle.
Yeah, I got a date tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get them things, cleaned up a
I see
little bit.
that.
You know what I'm saying? They actually longer than what they are, but I have them in braids. You know.
That what all you niggas with that hair at that age say, dog. Y'all be flexing on the nigga, dog.
I
I ain't
can
got
help you.
no
I
hair,
can help you
dog.
out a little bit. My daughter can glue a couple of them on the top for you, like she glue a couple on top for you, man. We get you, we can get you a couple
Yeah,
glued on, man. Hey, I'm
yeah.
telling you, this God honest truth, for real, big homie. If I get a little bit of receding hairline, this shit coming on.
Say
Now,
that.
you're not gonna see me. You're not gonna see my hairline back here. I love my cousin
Wait,
to death. I ain't gonna say my cousin name. He Hurricane. They probably watching. I love him to
see,
death. That joke,
see, you
that
ain't
joke a
cutting
lock
it.
around. That joke a lock around start.
Hey, watch this. You ain't cutting it off because why the young nigga down our way cut him off. Ask LJ why he'll cut his shit off if he ever cut him off.
Hey man, I feel like that boy Iceberg cutting his hair for the wrong reason. But you do what you want to do. He seen Chaotic do it.
Why?
He wanted to cut his hair.
But,
But
but,
me,
but
your boy
Nah,
LJ,
I'm
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 talking
gonna
cutting.
about
say this right
most young
here.
niggas down south, they cut their shit off because it's hot. Nigga, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
That
I,
Or they
no hair
or
extra.
they or they or they want to just grow
my,
some form back.
I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I'm
I'm
gonna tell you like this right here. I'm gonna be straight up
Say that
honest.
again, little bro. My bad.
When I'm hot, like when I'm at work, the best thing is my hair because what I would do is I would go grab me a cup of water and I am cool for the next 3 hours, like
yeah,
serious. One cup of water cools my whole body off. The best thing is my hair.
yeah,
It is. My hair protects me from that heat on my
yeah.
neck, and like so. If they cutting it because hot, that's the wrong reason to cut it.
It ain't no
Yeah,
bald head. It ain't no bald
yeah,
head. It's cooler. You can that shit hotter.
it definitely
You
ain't
gonna have to
cooler.
put a hat on.
Yeah,
You feel me?
exactly. Bald head
I don't
definitely
want to
ain't
put
cooler.
no hat on when I got these right here.
Yeah, it
I ain't
definitely
got to put no hat on.
bald head definitely not cooler. Now I can't say this right here. It's aggravating when you go swimming because that shit get heavy.
It get heavy.
That shit get heavy,
It get
bro.
heavy.
It get
All
heavy.
my little niggas when they cut they shit off, them niggas say the same shit. They say it's hot. Nigga. They want
Yeah,
to cut that bitch off because
Man,
it's hot.
they talking about the other type of hot. They talking about the other type of hot. They ain't talking about
Hey,
no regular hot. They talking about the
yeah,
other type of hot. You
yeah.
feel me? That's why they doing it. You
I
feel
Hey,
me?
they
mean, but
all,
my thing,
they all go
I
to
am gonna,
church, little bro. They all
I
go to
am gonna
church,
get
little bro.
Miami. I am gonna get Miami this right here. Like right now, that wick shit started in Miami, and that shit is across the world right now. Like
Yeah,
that's Miami. That ain't no Jamaican shit. That ain't no Haitian shit. That ain't no Caribbean shit. That's a Dade County 305 hairstyle.
And I feel like
So anybody who want to sit here and say, well,
I'm the
Wick started,
I feel like I'm the spokesperson that's been pushing the WIC culture.
yeah,
You
the
know what
Wick
I'm saying?
culture, the
I feel
Wick
like I'm the
culture is
spokesperson.
a Miami culture. That's 100,000%
And I
facts.
and I feel like I'm on the front line of the culture pushing. I've been pushing this culture for a minute. Are you gonna see me you see me in suits? You see me at all the biggest events in Atlanta. I be in everybody
You need
biggest
to dress
party.
them up a little bit every
Everybody
now and then, though.
everybody
so
know
that
me
what?
from
You need to
this
dress them
party.
up a little. You need to dress them up a little every now and then, man. Throw
Oh
some
no, I got
throw
a
some,
whole nother pay. I got a whole nother
no,
fashion page
I'm
going
saying
on.
like
Yeah, I was about to say, I know if he
throw some
get
beads,
Dougie, he going
throw some
there.
beads on it, or throw some
Nah,
wraps
man.
around
They
it.
say
I'm
put
serious,
some
like
bees on it.
I'm serious.
You trying to
Hey,
get me banned? You
bro,
trying to get me banned, bro?
listen.
He trying to turn the man to a
No,
gangbanger.
no. I ain't say red beat, bro. Them wood beats I be minding that. Them wood beats I be rocking when I'm on tick, bro. Them women love them, bro. I be
Yeah.
rocking my beats. Them women love them.
I can't be
I dress my hair up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I dress up there.
Hey, my nigga, I'm headed to Shreveport, Louisiana, my nigga. I'm gonna be here for like 2 months.
Oh, you moving down there?
Nah, we got a contract here. You know, a nigga work for Comcast and all that shit. So,
Oh,
nigga,
okay.
we build cable system. So I'm gonna be over there for like 2 months. Nigga gotta there's some hurricane bars around there. Let a nigga
You
know
should
something.
get you some good food. Eat you some good food down there. Tell Boosie stay away from Boosie down there.
Stay away from that
Yeah,
car. Stay away from
Yeah,
that clown.
I got to do all that historical shit, my nigga.
Stay
So
away,
I
stay
got
away
to
from that.
definitely.
Stay away from that clown, though.
I got to hit the Calio. I got to hit it. You know what I'm saying? I got to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I'm
He
paying.
got mad at me. I was in Clubhouse. He got mad at me. I can't stand Charleston White, right? I can't stand Charleston
I
White.
mean, you know, green
I
ass
can't.
nigga.
But I'm about to say
Yeah, that's
something.
a green ass nigga.
But he got mad at me because I agreed with Charleston White because he said that Charleston White he was telling the truth. You can't he said you calling me a sellout and you done killed more black people than I ever, bro. You can't listen. You can't call that, bro. You the one killing black, bro. You done had 30 niggas killed. Like, so don't sit there and call nobody else a sellout. Listen, listen. Now Trey
Hey,
Billings since '93. Listen, listen. Can't no gangbanger gang culture call nobody no sellout or nothing when we kill until we stop killing our own people.
man,
Until we stop killing our own people, don't call nobody else a sellout.
Charleston
Call
White, the
it.
worst thing that can
I'm
ever
not.
happen is
No,
shit.
he's not.
That nigga go.
The worst thing that ever happened is us killing each other. He ain't killed
Listen,
nobody.
bro.
He ain't put
He
nobody in poverty. Though he can't be the worst.
He
He
definitely
ain't.
say he killed. He definitely
He,
say he killed somebody.
he killed a white person. He shot a white
Yeah,
person.
it don't matter.
He shot a white person.
He done did some shit.
He ain't doing that to black people.
The whole thing is his whole thing when he came out was
I
he was
don't like
helping young
him.
niggas. He was helping young niggas.
I don't.
Now
He
all of a
still do
sudden,
that. He
now
still do that.
but every time a young
He
nigga
was
get in
just
in
no,
trouble, you know what he
no.
do?
But
He go say nah, he go
bro,
hoop to the young nigga.
but he talking about these industry dudes because he's still making laws and stuff in Texas, bro. He still be on the Congress. He was just on Congress floor last week. I seen the video. He was just on Congress floor last week fighting for black rights and stuff. But I don't see Boosie doing that. I see Boosie
Yeah,
on Vlad. I see Boosie on Vlad TV spending money with the white boy. What I see Boosie doing?
I
Boosie
definitely
a
see
sucker.
Boosie changing niggas' lives,
Boosie
man.
a sucker.
I
Why
definitely
we like
see.
you to change?
Hold on,
We
bro.
like you to change.
I seen him sign. Hold on, I seen him sign Young and Blue. That's changing
Everybody.
his life.
And then
Hold on.
and now
I
he
seen him
dissing them.
sign other
And now,
artists. I seen him sign
And he
Cody.
dissing them.
and now he
Hold
dissing
on,
them.
look,
Now he dissing them.
Hold on, LJ. You know who Cody P is?
Yeah, that's my dog.
He changed Cody P life. Once again, bro, like you can't just limit him to what Charleston White doing.
He
No,
jumped.
No, I'm not limiting him to what Charles White doing. Well,
yeah, but he
I'm
definitely
not
gonna
limiting
change some
him.
people's lives,
I'm
bro.
not limiting him to what Charles White is doing. What I'm saying
He
is,
employ
or what I
a lot
said,
of black people, big bro.
he also killed. He killed more than he employed.
Yep.
Jay-Z done did a lot of
We
niggas
know
done did all that shit, bro.
exactly,
They did
and
all
I'm not, and I'm not listen. That's why I say include myself. And this is why I do that gang rally up here every year. I do a gang rally up here every year. I got the peace treaty up here in South Carolina between the BDs, GDs, Bloods, and Crips. I got a peace treaty right now, and I get it re-signed every single year. You know why? Because I was a part of the problem. I've been a Blood since '93. I was a part of the problem. So the only way that shit gonna get fixed is I'm a part of the solution.
I agree totally.
How it is.
I agree totally.
So if Boosie, if instead of Boosie worrying about Charles White, he need to really be out here in these streets.
He do.
Really out in the streets.
He do.
Stop jumping to conclusions so early.
Because he flipped don't call that black for no reason. Like
he flipped.
Hey, listen. I flipped on him for the same reason.
He
Shit.
flipped on tip.
yeah, but my whole thing,
Listen, bro, your name associated with that, bro, ain't no way.
Answer
Hold on. Everything you just said go out the door if you do a song with that dude.
Answer this question. I'm gonna say two things because I'm not Trey. He was not Trey. First off, he was never Blood. That's first off. They paid him. They used him for his money. They beat him up. They beat him up. They threatened to kill him before he went to jail. They beat him up. They slept with his girlfriend. And he was never his Blood. He was never a street dude. He was a little kid. He should have never even been in there. That's first off of 6ix9ine. Second off, with Boosie, since he's so honorable, then why is he not putting money on that man books that's doing life in prison for all the murders that he did for Boosie? And that boy, and that was a little,
I doubt it. I doubt it. I
and
doubt
it's
if
the
that's the
truth.
case.
And that is the
I
case.
doubt. Yeah, I doubt if that's the case. But
And he was a, and Melo, whatever name is, he was a little kid. Boosie was grown. He was a little kid, and Boosie got this little kid. He killed
And number three, Kodak Black did a song. 6ix9ine paid him to diss him on his own song. So
if you think that was about that song, bro, you just as lost as Kodak
You know
when
what,
it came to that.
Hold
on, that boy did not care about no song, bro.
Bro, look.
That man wanted to prove he can buy one of these street niggas, so-called street,
listen here,
for some money, and he did.
Bro,
that's exactly what he did. A nigga who's supposed to stay. Hold on.
No. If you say I'm
no,
lost,
I ain't gonna personalize it, bro. My bad for saying that. My bad for saying that.
You know what? Hey,
I take that back.
You know what we gonna do? We gonna do a different show about this. We're gonna stop this show about this. We're gonna stop this show on this. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna go too long on it. We'll do a different show. I'm gonna do a different channel and a different show about because I do like to get into conversations like this right here. But we'll do it on a different.
Yeah, I got a clubhouse room that we get into it on there all the time.
Oh yeah, and I support that. I support that because I still want my favorite Wack 100. I told him that on Clubhouse. I still want my favorite Wack.
It's called Cool Runnings, my nigga.
If you talk to Wack, tell Wack I still want my favorite Wack. I still want my favorite Wack.
Yeah, we don't fuck with that nigga, man. I still want my
I told him my Clubhouse.
Hollywood niggas, man. Fuck that nigga.
So other than that, man, a great hurricane came yesterday. I gotta get off because my daughter about to come do my hair. So I gotta get off.
Respect to you, LJ, my nigga. I fuck with you, little bro. Real nigga shit. Hey, I appreciate you, Joe.
No problem, man. You know I love you. You still got my number, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna tap in with you. I'm gonna be on this road for like 21 more hours, my nigga. So I'm gonna tap in with you.
Yeah, I told you I'm going to trucking, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm switching in April. I start school in April. I start trucking out of school.
My brother just bought a truck. He running it out of Idaho right now and shit.
I don't want to be on operator.
Like three.
I don't want to be on operator.
By the end of the year.
I don't want to be on operator. I just want to get in my truck, ride, and come home.
This
is my retirement job. This is my retirement job.
I agree.
My retirement.
That's what I'm working towards right now, nigga. I'm just setting up something in Louisiana and Texas right now and shit. I would love for y'all because I'm about to buy. I'm looking at 50 acres. And if I get these 50 acres, every one of my brothers on here, everybody, I'm inviting to come build a house on some of these 50 acres, man. Start our own little city up here in South Carolina, man.
I'm gonna go buy me some pods.
Like this here.
I'm gonna go buy some pods and really get it popping.
Like this here, start our own little city up here. Like this here, start our own little city out in South Carolina, man. If I get these,
Wakanda, South Carolina.
I got 10 of them. It's 50 left, and I'm trying to get all 50. I'm trying to get all 50 acres. I don't care if I got to remortgage down. And we're gonna build nice houses on it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna build nice houses on it. Everybody get an acre apiece. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna build nice houses on it. Probably have a pond or something. You know what I'm saying? Nice lake, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, show them that we can come together as a people. You know what I'm saying? With no drama, no bullshit. We can always argue, and we can all, we from the hood. We can shoot the fade in the backyard, and I still love you without pulling a gun out. You know what I'm saying? You beat me up too bad, I'm gonna bite the shit out you. I promise you. You beat me up too bad. We fighting again. You beat me up too bad. Don't dog me and don't think it ain't gonna happen again. Now. You win the fight.
We getting into the bare knuckle game too, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a fighter named White Boy out of Miami. So look out for that shit too. So
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't doing that. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Them bare knuckle fights, them should be have me squeamish, brother. They be having me squeamish. But just go with MMA gloves, man. Just do at least MMA gloves, man.
Ain't no Kimbo slice over here.
Ain't no Kimbo. That's how I met Kimbo. Kimbo's so cool, bro. I met Kimbo. Kimbo's so cool. He was at my Hurricane game. Y'all know how I am. And I walked up to him. And I walked into Kimbo and I looked at him. I said, man, nobody's scared of you, man. I walked into Kimbo. I said, man, nobody's scared. Ain't nobody scared of you, Kimbo. Now I beat your ass. Like, Kimbo looked at me like, for real, bro. You want Bill?
They like most big niggas, man.
Yeah, he was so
They
cool,
bully
man.
to the bullies.
He was so cool, man. And when he died, and his wife actually called my phone, man. When he passed away, man. And bro, I was because every time I went to Miami, I went to his house. That was probably my first stop before I went to my after I went to my auntie house in Miami Gardens. My next stop was Kimbo house, man. Like all the time. That was my next stop, man. Like he kind of adopted me, man. You know what I'm saying? He beat me up a couple times in the gym, which was fun. You know what I'm saying? But he was just for me. I don't know the whole backstory, his whole life, because I didn't grow up down there. But for me, he was just a genuine dude. For me, now I can't speak about other stories where other people might have thought about him or seen him or how he lived his life or whatever. But for me, and the way he talked to me and the way he acted towards me, he was just a genuine dude. Another one that's like that is Duke Johnson. Like Duke is just like if I called Duke today, you know, he was the first Miami Hurricane to come on my show. But if I called Duke today, him and his mama, bro, they just genuine people. They just, I mean, he was just genuine to me. I can't speak about other people's relationships with him. You know what I'm saying? But and I just met a lot of genuine people in Miami that certain people don't like, certain people do like. Dade County Elite from day one was genuine with me. From day one, you know, was genuine. LJ from day one was genuine with me. Like these people, I don't know JP from JP from the islands. Where you from? Where you from? Are you from Jamaica, JP?
Yeah, my folks Jamaican. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, me and JP gonna have that connection because we both, you know what I'm saying, we both Jamaican, you know. But at the end of the day, man, even doing this YouTube thing, when I started doing this YouTube thing, man, I met a lot of genuine people and going through the good times and bad times, people seeing me go through, you know what I'm saying, the great times of when I first started to the bad times of when I was going through my divorce, now growing back up again. You know what I'm saying? Now starting to do it back over again. And I'm serious, man. Y'all got me through a lot. People, I'm telling you, people on YouTube, bro. To be honest with you, man, y'all got me through a lot. Jokers would not let me fail. There was times I wanted to give up, and Jokers would. And Jokers don't pay homage to that. But you can't do this. You can't live in this world by yourself. I remember I wanted to quit. I was done, and Victoria called me and said, "You ain't quitting. It ain't happening. You're not quitting. I don't care how bad things going for you right now. I'm always here for you." You know what I'm saying?
One
So
day, you know you're gonna get to
Good
heaven, my
job,
brother.
Victoria.
yeah, and I wear my emotions on my sleeve. That's the difference between me. Like I wear my emotions on my sleeves, man. But I'm a genuine dude. Like, and I try my best to get like we can argue, do whatever, fuss, whatever, man. At the end of the day, though, man, if we don't, especially, and this is no disrespect to no other race, if we don't love each other, we can't expect nobody else to love us, bro.
You damn right.
That's fact. We don't love each, and there's so many people that have showed me a lot of love on this channel. You know what I'm saying? That showed me. Now, if y'all want to continue to see us grow and get better, um, I'm just gonna say that some donations are gonna have to come through that chat because I haven't paid LJ one time for being on this show because we haven't made no money. He understands we haven't made any money. Every show we haven't made any money, so I haven't been able to pay LJ. He still comes in and does his content, and hopefully we'll be able to get to the point where I can actually pay him something for being on the show. You know what I'm saying? But right now, he's gonna get the exposure where you know what I'm saying he can get it. There's no contract. He can get his own shirts made with the CWO brand on it, and if he get it made with LJ on it, CWO brand shirts on it, I don't want a penny off of him representing the brand. If he makes some CWO shirts with his name on it and he sell them, he get 100%. He get 100% proceeds of that. You know what I'm saying? That since I can't pay him, I have to be able to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they'll just I'm gonna give me some CWO shirts made and put my name on 'em and sell them.
Hey,
Hey, do what you do. This his
tell you,
brand too. It's not my brand. It's his brand too. He spends just as much
hustle
time doing
hard.
this. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a big. Like I remember we was trying our best to pull Dade County Elite, and I got off of it a little bit because I was going through some things. We gonna get back. We gonna get back on that too. We gonna get back. And you remember you remember it was the young dude I was pushing for you for you remember? You remember it was the young dude
I
I was
got something for you too. I got something for you that you probably want to use too. So I send it to you. Like I said, I hit your pipe in a
I
minute.
still need
And, and
I still need a song, bro. We need a song. We need a Skins World song.
that's what I'm talking about. It might be perfect for what you're talking about. So you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Once you
we need
listen
a
to it,
song, man.
you know you take what you want out of it.
Because last
Right.
week, and I called Jim Jones. I did what you. I found out how to do it. I found out how to do it, and they still demonetized my channel from last week. And I called Jim, and Jim's like, "No, you good for using my music, bro. We from Harlem." You know what I'm saying? Like people don't realize,
Yeah.
like Harlem is so small. Like Harlem is smaller than Miami. Harlem is
Yeah, I got a
small,
box.
but
I got a box. Though.
every
I got a
all
box.
right, bro. All right, JP.
Gotta take it easy.
Everybody in Harlem know everybody, especially if he was a shaker or a mover. You know, everybody know everybody. You know what I'm saying? So when I call Jimmy, and I'm trying to see if I can't. I'm trying to show that I'm trying to show that background. It won't let me show that background. I'm trying to show that background, but it won't let me show it. This is why.
You can't share the screen.
I can, but it's not letting me show the background the way I want
If
to
you
show
share
it.
the screen and then have the background pulled up somewhere else, you can see it.
I do it. Matter of fact, I got the
Just open up the tab where the
Now
logo is.
I'm going to my brand. Let me see.
Yeah, there you go. Right there.
That's how background right there.
Yep. And just remove
That's
the comment. Remove the comment real quick.
you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, go right there. Yes, sir.
You already got shirts.
getting them done now.
All right. You know something now. Go ahead and
Yeah,
talk.
we getting them done. I so you know what I'm saying. You know people try to. I had you know people try to had FSU fan try to sell some shirts called NWO Knows World Order. I said, man,
Oh
look at
hell
this
no.
shit. Look at this shit right here, man. Look at this shit right. I come up with my own brand, and these jokers try to. I'm like, bro, y'all jokers is crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
It
kind of
is.
ridiculous.
Yeah, you know, and when those shirts get out and everything really get out, people gonna start really jumping on. But like I say, things will get better because we're gonna keep pushing at it.
Yeah, we
And we're
gotta
gonna
chop
invest.
it up, LJ, bro.
We're gonna invest some money into it this year. But like I said, I really need to get it to the point where um I got to find me an editor. I got to find me somebody who knows how to edit videos, and I got to find me somebody who knows how to do a few more things to make it better. But I am gonna get me a motion camera. I'm looking at me a motion camera, a motion 4K camera. Looking at one of those, and a few more things to make the channel a little bit more interesting. You know what I'm saying? Just a few more things to
I
make the
hear
channel.
that.
I'm not messing with my background. Though. My background is my background. I love my all my Miami shit, and that is what it is.
Yeah, you are a bottom.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not messing with my
I'm
background.
I'm I'm gonna sing that song in a second. Then probably I'm gonna hit your line probably another hour or so once I get through gas.
All right, man, do that, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, we didn't even have a lot of people here tonight. We had fun. We had fun, and
Say that, my nigga.
it'll build up. It'll build back.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit on Saturday when we get ready to play.
We might do a pregame. We're gonna do a pregame show on
Yeah,
Saturday, but we
I'm
might do a
definitely ready for
show.
that.
We might do it. What's your hours? You on night shift still? You still on night shift, LJ?
Yeah, but I'm off on weekend.
Okay. No, I was saying I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do a show in the middle of the week. I might do a show in the middle of the week, and you go on break and just call.
Man, let
Yeah.
But
me know,
you
bro.
know I can share the screen. You can use your phone still. You know what I'm saying? So if I
Let
do a
me
show
know so I can tap in.
if I do a show in the middle of the week, LJ, you just call into it. Y'all see that Dade County? Y'all see that Dade County Elite Battle League? Y'all go check that out on YouTube. It's called Dade County Elite Battle League, man. Y'all go check that out on YouTube, man. I'm about to pull it up right now, man. Let me see. I'm about to pull. I ain't playing nothing though, because they're gonna copyright me. All right, this it right here, man. That's it right there. So y'all go check that out, man. If you like battle rap, man, y'all go check out Dade County Elite Battle League, man. Y'all go check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you decide, I'm gonna breed these two right here, and if you want puppies, let me know. Once I breed them, I'll let y'all know when they ready to breed, and I'll let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So if I get me all black male, though, I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them, naming them Kimbo. I had one named Kimbo, passed away. They give me all black male. I'm keeping them naming Kimbo. So, other than that, little bro, man, hey man, I appreciate it, man. Well, I had fun, man. I had fun. I'm sitting down to watch some of these college games and.
For sure. We're going to watch Florida State and LSU tonight. Right now, I'm watching Texas right now.
I'll probably be out. What time that game come on?
About 7.
Yeah, I'll be out to dinner at 8, so I won't be able to watch the whole game.
So I'm just looking forward to this week of practice, and next week we get a bigger test, and then we really can gouge where we at. So
tell your cousin out there to take Dane Boone off that damn horse.
I got you.
I want that $100. Make sure that $100 bet still locked in. Make sure that $100 bet still locked in. Now what it is, we'll do it. We'll send you the money a week before the game. Right. I want to make sure that money's sent to you though. I want to make sure that money's sent to you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I can see my money now, actually, but I just want to make sure that money's sent to you.
Yeah, man.
I want to make sure that money's sent to you.
We all we're all getting linked before Saturday.
Huh?
I said I make sure y'all linked before Saturday, and then
give my number.
The money is sent, and then whoever loses, that's who.
Give my number. Give my number. I like talking shit with him. He cool. I like talking shit.
Yeah.
Give my number. He cool. He cool. I don't mind. We gonna need to do a what's the name anyway. We gonna the week of Florida State. We gotta do. I'm gonna do a video every damn day. We gotta do a beef. We gotta have a beef. Man. We gotta have a rivalry week.
Yeah, I'll be in next week. I'll actually be in Miami next week. So.
And like I said, that's why I set it up with the trucking company that I'll be working for. They told them I can't work weekends.
Yeah,
especially during football season.
Yeah,
it was like that's cool. It was like that's cool.
I'll be in Miami next week, so I'll be in the city on the next week.
I should have got my season tickets just because of that game, but I didn't get them. So.
Yeah,
I get them next year. I wasn't going. I wasted so much money on season tickets last couple years. I said I'm gonna chill out.
Let's play in Tallahassee. Let's play in Florida State. That'll be the game.
Yep. But, all right, little bro, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Love you, man. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you before the weekend out. Love y'all. Love everybody in the chat, man. Y'all stay safe.